Boom! Now, why did it take you 4 minutes to find your Red Bull?
I was prepared for Red Bull.
You were prepared for Red Bull, yeah?
For Red Bull, like everyone else is preparing for the SD launch tonight.
Oh, is that right? What is going on, guys? Can you hear us? Do apologise, we are 5 minutes late. I don't even know what happened.
Because you just came back from China and...
Well, that as well. It's been quite a busy 2 weeks, no doubt. Did you guys miss us?
Ooh. Vibrating table.
Oh, right. Is that what it's saying?
No, but it will. Yeah.
It will be vibrating.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going? Did you guys miss us? It's been a long time in coming. It has been 2 weeks. Chocks, did you miss us last week?
No, we had a mini Chocks Q&A with bigger Chocks last week, and we had a ton of questions, but somehow mini Chocks decided to go on a little holiday break, and the stream was called off.
Well, indeed. Well, I hope mini Chocks enjoyed that during that time off. Guys, did you miss us? Thank you so much for joining us. It has been 2 weeks. It's very rare that we miss a Friday Q&A,
Yes.
but it is what it is. I had a pretty good excuse. I wasn't in the country. Does that count?
Does that count, guys?
How have you guys been doing? Thank you so much for joining us again. Again, it has been a long time. Welcome to Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 72. Of course, it is the 1st of June 2018, and that is another month wrapped up. May gone, just like that.
Half a year gone.
No, it hasn't. It's been 5 months of the year. End of June will be half a year.
Feels like
don't do that to me, Choggs. I don't have enough time as it is. Don't just take away a month like that from me.
Well, you take away the month of February because no one's working at the factories. Technically, so it's 11 months in a year.
Right, fair enough. Well, then it's already been well over half of it. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, it is the 1st of June 2018. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, EU. Good evening, Asia. No, yeah, Asia. And a very good evening. It's been a while, Chocks.
It has been a while for you.
Australasia. Of course, I've forgotten how to do it all.
You're running back on Hong Kong time now.
No, I've still got jet lag, and you will see it later on. You'll see me go. Zzz. I might need to hit you up with some Red Bull. Give me some of that Red Bull contacts.
I've got plenty in the
Oh.
fridge. That's the only contact I have with Red Bull.
They're
in the fridge.
They're in the fridge. How you guys doing? What time is it there? What should you be doing? What did you guys do last Friday? Did you feel like there was something missing because there wasn't a show? Last Friday was.
What did you guys do for last Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do? Because you couldn't.
I bet you were like this the entire weekend, right? Like that.
You mean what, like withdrawal symptoms?
Yeah. It's like, where's my Q&A?
How you guys doing? Who have we got in the house? We've got Wesley Clark in the house, Nick Smith, Madeira, Sub Cantus, how's it going? Michael Lai, how's it going over in Townsville? Ashley Sanderson, what's going on, guys? What's good? What is up? Lika Chowi Lu, that's a new name. How's it going? Do we have any other Friday Q&A with Chocks today? Virgins in the house, let us know in the comments if it is. No excuse to go home early. Nice one, Femke. Hope you're doing well. JDJ in the house, what's going on? Hey Braden, what's going on? Emma Hardcastle, how's it all going? Yeah, Denise, what's going on? Loving that collection. Tristan in the house. Mr. War Trollic, how's it outside the walls? Let me know in the comments. Hope you're having a good one. Nana's in the house. Last Friday, he actually worked.
Oh, wow. So something good came out of that.
Indeed. Remember, Colin, hit up the admins, see if you can get on there. Rally the admins. RTA. Hey, Maxim. Writing essays on the side. Let us know the title of your essays. Maybe we can give you a bit of help. Hey, Raphael. How's it going? Nice one, Tony. Glad to know that you're alive. It's all good. Hey, Colin, what's going on? Whereabouts in the UK are you from? Mr. Modern. Hey, Chelsea Lafave. How's it going? Junior Guzman in the house. Yo. So, of course, it is the reservation period for Solaire SD. We will be busting them out. Here is something that's been on my desk for a long ass time. Finally,
yes.
This is an old prototype back in the day. Some tweaks here, tweaks there, but of course we will be showing you the final version at the end of the stream, probably in about a couple of hours, maybe a little bit earlier. We're going to be trying to get through this one because we do have a lot to go through.
A lot to go.
We've still got a lot of work to do behind the scenes.
Yes.
And we will be going ahead like that.
So do we have any new Dark Souls newbies in the stream? Do you have any new Dark Souls fans? Anyone came here for the... previously bought the Artorias SD, came back here for the Solaire SD?
Yeah. Anybody for that? Yeah. The end of this, of course, the end of this this Friday, it's going to be 2 weeks of undiluted Dark Souls hype, posts, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. There will be no banning of certain words. Right. There's been a lot of drama been going on for the whole week.
Has it?
Yeah.
What have I missed?
You know, you missed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was when I was in Vegas.
Yeah, but
Oh, is it coming? What is it? No, I've heard something about this.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. When will the final payment be taken for RTSD? It will be, well, I mean, depending on when your payment plan is. If you go, for example, a payment plan that extends past the actual date it's in a warehouse, of course, that will be when it is ready. You know, in terms of that will when be the last payment. So it all really depends on that. Get a big poll of characters again. You're right. For sure. So yeah, you know, as I said, it has been a long time in coming. Thank you so much for joining us again this week. I feel like it's got to be relentless in the sense that we need to be here every week, and when we don't, I'm worried that people will forget who we are. In case you've forgotten who we are.
Why is everyone laughing?
My name is Alex, and this guy over here is Chocks. Just in case you've forgotten.
Yeah, they're all familiar names. Oh, Chu Yan Lee. That's a new name, isn't it?
Chu Yan Lei.
Lei. Okay.
How's it going? I'll go for Tu Yan Lei. That's what I would say. Tu Yan Lei. How's it going?
All right. So guys are asking, who's asking for the Q&A link? Brandon Cow. Come on, Brandon. You know
for what?
For the Q&A post.
Right. For Braden. Yeah. All right, Chocks.
You should know where to find it, mate.
Do you want to kick off the notices, and then we'll go on to the week in review?
God, just bear me 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
Post that link in.
The link in, yeah? All right, cool. Hey, Michael Lai, thanks for joining. If you're
Why is everyone laughing? Something I said?
I'm not even sure.
All right.
Hey, post. Adam.
Oops.
Rally the fans for Ni no Kuni. There is a TT for that. It needs a little bit of TLC going on there.
Talking about Ni no Kuni, I was talking to a particular member from a certain licensor, and they had the Ni no Kuni on their signature tag. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, just random chatting to some licensor. Yeah.
Nice one, Colin. Did I get a chance to see your? Did you post your post today, or was it yesterday for your tornado? Alrighty, Esteban. Right. Is that a new name? What's going on, mate?
Esteban.
Alright.
Alright, guys. So for those that are just, if you're new to the stream, welcome. Welcome to our 72nd episode.
72nd episode. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, we don't just have streams. We also have a official collectors club, First for Figures official collectors club, the only real deal. So make sure you do join that club.
The real deal.
Yes, one of our admins or myself or Alex will add you in. So please do join there and have some great DS fun, because I've got something very, very special for the next 2 weeks.
Have you?
Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah.
Okay.
So if this is your first stream, just going to give you a brief overview of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to have some notices of what's been going on, the major important stuff right at the start. All right, and then we're going to go through some of the week in review. Probably it's going to be like a 2 week in review, because
review,
because you've been posting whilst you've been away.
Yeah.
All right, so that section is going to be quite long.
I'm going to
so try and keep slam through that one.
I will do.
All right, and then also we're going to have something what is known as Temptation Thursdays, which fans such as yourself will rally for certain IPs.
Oh damn, we have no more TTs on that.
I know, yeah, but I know I've got a list already.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So for you guys to actually rally for certain IPs, that we should really look into if there's a certain amount of votes it gets. And then we're going to go through some hashtags winners, which means that every single week we will give out a hashtag where lucky winners have a chance to win 500 reward points. And then we're going to go through something what's known as a King of the Ring, which is something very new that we've been setting up. It's kind of like the World Cup of F4F statues.
For this round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we've had 2 rounds so far. All right, so we'll go through that.
I'm really happy with how that's turning out.
Okay, and then we'll go through a Q&A, which I've just posted in the comment section. That is basically anything you want to ask us. Well, Alex mainly. So Alex is going to answer majority of those questions there for you guys. Let's keep that as quick as possible as before.
I'll pew through that.
And then we also have something called Who That.
Not this week.
Not this week, because you guys, by the time we get to the Who That, you'll be like, oh, come on, guys, hurry up with the reservation, right? Because by then it'll be like...
So we'll double it up next
2 hours later. Yeah, we'll double it up next week. And then I've got to do some shout-outs, because this shout-out is very, very important. And it affects you all. If you're Dark Souls fans, it affects you all.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it just hey,
nice.
Hey,
I thought it was for here, but I guess not.
oh, you didn't read the email.
Oh, no.
Don't worry.
I'll leave that with you.
We've got some reserves.
All
right.
Damn.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. And then after that, we're gonna go straight into the reservation, go through all the details of the Solaire SD, and that's it.
We should be doing that super regularly all the time.
If we can get that stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. I like
if we can get that.
I like it. I like that. I should leave the country more often, because you come out with some sweet shit right there.
Nothing's free in this world, because we got to repay that in some form of way.
Yeah,
we need to discuss about that.
Bending over in some way, I'm sure. Well, hey, what's new?
Well, it depends. I don't mind. It depends who it is.
All I will say, guys, of course, it is... I don't even remember what I was going to say.
It is what?
I don't even remember what I was going to say.
Well, first of all, notices.
You
know, like last week I said there's mini Chocks and Chocks Q&A show, right? And mini Chocks went out and had some fun of the weekend.
Yeah.
He was preparing for this reservation week.
Yeah.
And he came back.
What the hell happened to him?
You know, he went. He. Somebody should put
hold on. Can we get some music going on?
Somebody should put an overlay on this one and have like "You died" across the screen here, right? Look at Mini Chocks' head. He died.
What happened to Mini Chocks? Oh, poor. What the hell happened? He went a tumble?
He went a tumble, like, you know, just like Dark Souls. That's it. He died.
You kept rolling too many times.
I need to fix him up so he could come back and have his adventures, his sweet, sweet adventures. Dark Souls was too much for Mini Chocks.
The most important thing, of course, is having the Red Bull there.
Yes.
Oh.
Never let go of that Red Bull.
Till my grave, I'll keep holding to that. Oh, poor Mini Chocks.
Alright, so we're going to fix that. Alright, guys.
Alright. I think there's more things you need to fix.
Yes. Alright. So, guys, Solaire of Astora SD launch. You guys been seeing that since NYCC, yeah? So, finally, that is going to be launched after the stream tonight. So, hopefully, maybe around 1 AM. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, about 2.5 hours, we should have everything SD related.
Cool.
SD hype.
I will like to say a couple of things. First of all, Tristan, I saw in the comments, he said, because we missed the feeding frenzy last week, and I totally agree, we'll double it up. He said 300, but he doesn't understand 100 plus 100 does not equal 300. I'll double it up to 200 for 4 minutes still, because I'm doubling it up rather than...
Or do you double the 4 minutes to 8 minutes at 100?
But then they only get one chance to redeem it. I think it should be 200 for 4.
All right then.
Yeah?
200 for 4. All right, 200 for 4, yeah.
Going once. Going twice. Sold simply because there's a delay on the stream.
All right then.
All right, Chocks, 102.
Nice. 102.
Nice. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yes. All right. So as I was saying, so after the stream, SD Soler will go live, but we will talk about that around about 1 o'clock in a couple of hours time. Right. Something that we close this week, Shiranui. Major thanks for those guys that supported Okami, Capcom. We love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for reminding us to close the pre-order as well. Much appreciated. A month time. That's a month.
First time.
Yeah, first time. So again, next week is going to be Trueform Min pre-ordering, open until 12th of June. So
Yeah,
guys,
2 more weeks for that.
2 more weeks for that one.
God,
so,
it seems like it was a long time ago, but actually she's only been up for 2 weeks. Crazy.
Yeah. And again, thanks to the Zelda fan support, she's doing really well, and hopefully she can smash some records in the process. Right. Guts numbers. You need to do that.
Yeah, well, I haven't.
We'll try and do the guts numbers after the stream, right?
Yeah.
Well,
maybe I can do it when you're doing your TT section.
Yeah, I'll do my TT section. All right, so that's the main notices for this week. I've seen a lot of people posting their Majora's Mask, which is quite good this week as well.
That's great. A lot of Europeans now, right?
Yeah, a lot of new guys and a lot of new names. I haven't had time to really catch up this week.
And that's wonderful.
Yeah. That means, yeah.
Not the fact that you can't catch up, but it's wonderful that Europeans are posting that. So what's going on with Americans? Have they received theirs yet? Starting to receive?
Should be. I've just spoken to Sonny about that. Yeah, definitely in June. The Canadians, the second batch for Canadians is going to be around about July.
But that was just regulars, wasn't it?
I don't know. I didn't really look into it in detail. Yeah, but it's definitely June and July for these guys for sure.
Has the US not got it yet? Must be.
It's definitely June. It's only a 2-week difference because I know next week we're going to get some Artorias SD samples in. I'm going to open those boxes up and check them out, make sure they're okay.
Yep.
And then the week after that, we should be getting some Mugen. All right, Michael I, we're getting some Mugen in the house. I'll make sure to take some.
I'm going to the factory on Tuesday. I was supposed to be today, but they just changed it for Taki.
Right.
So I'm going to Mugen on Tuesday.
All right.
Also see some Snake going on there as well.
Right.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
cool.
a lot of stuff going on in
Which is
production.
good. Finally, yes.
Of course.
Finally, some action.
Some action. Action.
All right then.
Action.
Let's move along.
Speaking of action,
yes.
the Vegas action.
Yes.
Isn't it what stays in Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas or not?
I don't know. Does that apply to you?
Well,
you like leaking stuff. You always leak stuff.
There's only one time I've ever leaked anything.
Yeah.
That was the Doom Monsters.
Really? What happened then?
It wasn't me. It was my then partner. He should not be named. Right? We had the original pictures of the Doom Monsters from the Universal, the film in 2005, and he stuck it up on the website. Oh, look at the Doom Monsters, right? Totally breaking all NDA shit. And the internet just went to this poxy fucking website.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, and like it literally wiped, because like poxy servers, when you're on, back in the day in your shitty servers, you don't have dedicated ones. There's like 100 different little shitty websites on it, of which F4F is one of them, right? The moment we put that in, the amount of traffic that came in went on that server, it wiped out everybody else's website as well. Because that one website, that one server had so many more. Yeah, so we're talking about leaks. But I've learned my lesson since then. That I only do leaks unintentionally, like when we did that. Oh shit! Remember that we did that OG Majora's Mask?
Yeah, the horns.
Yeah.
And then you leaked something in that corner.
Oh yeah.
And then you leaked something on that desktop, one of those early streams. And you try to hide it with a big black bar.
Hey, you live and learn. What doesn't kill you makes you. I don't know. I have to say that too many times.
I'm not sure about tonight.
I don't feel stronger right now. Yeah, let's do that. So Vegas. Now that was awesome. Let's talk about a couple of things. First of all, Vegas in regards to hanging out with my boy Bang was a lovely time.
Did you guys actually check the blog? Miguel made a blog specifically about the Vegas post, basically posting up the photos that you took, which Bang took as well. And yeah, what other shenanigans you got up to, really? You and John?
Yeah, shenanigans. I haven't heard that word for a while, but I think it's probably appropriate for this sort of time. But because America. America.
Mine's not hot.
Mine's not hot. I was walking around Vegas in my hoodie. Yeah. Mine's not hot. So, that was very, very interesting. It's actually, I could legitimately say it was research. Research.
How's your hand?
There was some
You were
crazy.
like, oh.
Like, dude, like seriously, it's like something you haven't experienced before. It was like quite sobering to just the sort of power from that
But
sort of thing.
obviously, after all that research that you did for
Yeah.
Solid Snake, you don't hold it like that, do you?
No, well, you know, because
You hold it like that.
absolutely. But you know, I can really understand why. It was really interesting for sure. I really enjoyed that, and of course, he got me on the zip wire. I didn't appreciate, you know, that was.
I need to go back and check those posts because I think I missed out. Facebook didn't show me all those posts.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go try and spend some time over the weekend to check those.
Yeah. No, it's definitely very, very interesting, and it was nice to see that side of Vegas. For me, Vegas has been into the, you know, I stay normally at the Luxor, right? It's the cheap version, right? The Luxor, then walk across to the Mandalay, right? So get to the Luxor and then walk, and they're all connected. So literally, when John first get going, I go, so what do you see in Vegas? Because all I do is I go from the airport to the Luxor, in and out
To the show.
and back to the hotel, and then leave. I was like, do me a favor, and it totally was like that. So this is my third time to Vegas, and it was great to be able to have an extra day earlier and an extra day afterwards, of which to then go and, you know, hang out with Bang and to sort of see a little bit more of that. And I got to see two other guys from the club, which was really lovely to do, and that was Sarah and Chad. Great. And you know, it's kind of sobering, to be honest with you, Chocks. We're very much in Hong Kong. We do these streams. We're in the club, but you know, the reality is the people out there are real.
They're real.
I know it doesn't seem like it over here, Chocks, because we sit here. It's very one directional. Of course, we're in the club. We're talking, but
Yeah, all 48,000. They're real guys. There's no fake accounts. There's no like dupes and trips and whatever it is.
right, and it was. You mean there's no alts in there?
Yeah.
But you know,
Alts can be real. All right.
True.
Yeah.
But you know, definitely, it was really amazing to have someone following in the club and then knowing a lot about the company just simply because of the club and all that sort of stuff. So it was, you know, really, really sobering, because I say we walk around in Hong Kong, no one knows who the fuck we are, right? Yeah, we just walk around. Yeah, not that we're saying we're anybody, but you know what I mean, right? And it was quite an awesome,
somebody
quite
did
an
come
awesome
up to you,
experience.
didn't
Yeah, Aaron Lin, who's
Aaron
actually
Lin.
from Hong Kong.
Yeah, I know. He gets around a lot
Well, there you go.
on the internet and out
Hey,
there.
Bang, how's it going? Shout out. You know, so for sure, and of course that was definitely lovely to do that on either side of the Vegas thing. And of course the Vegas show itself, what to say that hasn't been well documented. Well, there's a couple of tee-hees. That tee-hee on the first day, right? Which is, it's a pretty decent tee-hee, right?
we like, you called me up. We spoke for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, we did. That was on the after the first 2 days, and then on the Wednesday was just the above day, right?
Yeah.
No, it was the Thursday was above day, but we went through all of that, and you know, you as a result of that show, you're fucking busy now, aren't you?
Yeah. What?
You know.
I was busy before then.
No, but I mean,
I'm
you're more busy
extremely-
now.
I'm like more busy now.
You're more busy now, because, and that's going to be interesting to see how that develops.
I'm gonna be like mini Chocks.
Broken. I mean, more broken in more pieces. Well, literally. So that's really excited about, you know, licenses that we haven't talked about, license acquisitions, secret meetings. Of course, we talked about the meetings with Nintendo, you know, Konami,
Catching
you know,
up, meeting
Bandai Namco,
meeting new faces.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. Also, you know, of course, that is really important, and it's really good to just sort of do that every year, just to reiterate that, hey guys, here we are, we're still here, etc., right? Which is, you know, it's very, very nice to do that. But also to get to progress a relation where we can do things that we couldn't do before with the same licensors, if that makes sense. And it's great. It's a sign of the times. It's
good.
It really is.
Good changes.
It's good changes.
Yeah.
However, you know, of course, it was quite sobering coming back to realize just how much work that is, and the fact that we need to do a lot more. We need a lot more resources
It came
for
back
that.
down to earth.
Yeah, pretty much. But but that's what it is all about. It's
Yeah.
like going over to these places. It's business. It's pure business development. And once you develop the business, you then got to figure out how the fuck you're gonna do it.
Which is good.
It is good.
It's challenging.
what I want to say is, and I don't want to go on about this too much because you know, we've got to go through a lot, and is we're in a really amazing situation, Chocks, where a lot of things that kill businesses is expanding too quickly under the false assumption that the good times will continue. No. And when they don't continue and you've overexpanded, you are bankrupt. Okay? Now there are always going to be things that come out of nowhere, left field.
Oh, hold on. Stream.
I think it should come back in. Hold on, let's see. There are always going to be things that come out of left field, and that can knock you for 6. And if it knocks you for 6, it can break you. And we're really fortunate in the sense that our business model, right, Chocks, is pre-orders, and it's quite frankly the most amazing business model ever. And I thank you guys for allowing us to do this business model. It's the industry, it's the standard, but it actually allows for us to expand in a way that is super safe. Now, what do I mean by that? How can I explain that? Well, let me give you an example. We have X amount of people in the company, and it's expanded over the years, certainly since we've got the office, etc. Right. But what's interesting is we look at the wages that are paid today for the people that we're hiring and the production that we're financing for items that are starting production now are off the back of orders that we had, pre-orders that we had a year ago. Do you see what I'm saying? So the month of May, the wages of the month of May 2017 were actually paid for by the pre-orders of the month of May in 2017. 2017.
You said 17,
27. The month of May 2018. Sorry.
2018,
yeah. So the month. So this last month, yesterday, Kanako paid the wages, and the wages have come from money that's been generated from pre-orders done in May 2017. Okay. So we know that how the pre-orders were from May 2017 to May 2018. We know because we have a record of all those pre-orders from then to there, okay? And against that is a monetary value, right? Whatever it is, right? There's a monetary value. And we can expect that money to come in a year's time from every sort of, so the monies that was made in May 2017 comes in May 2018, right? The money that came in, that was pre-ordered in June 2017 comes in June 2018, right? You know, it's sort of like this. This is the 2017, this is 2018, it sort of does that, right? And as a result, it allows for you to expand with the knowledge that you have a year's worth of pre-orders, money that's going to come in a year's time. Okay? Does that make sense? So when we talked about the stuff from Vegas, and the fact is we're not going to be able to do it under the current situation, we need to invest in in resources in order to do that. Well, we're really fortunate that we know
that's online. Hey,
what is up, Adrian? How's it going, Papa Davis? So we're really fortunate to know that the money that we generated from a year ago pays for now, right? The money that we pre-ordered a year ago pays for now, meaning that if we expand now, we know a year's history of pre-orders beforehand that we can continue to pay those wages because we have the history of the pre-orders. The problem will come that if this month is a bad month, next month is a bad month, June, July, August, September, October of 2018 are bad months of pre-orders. I know that we're going to have a huge problem in July, August, September, October of 2019, right? Because, as I said, it funds a year in the future. Now, that means that we can still have the resources now, but we'll be able to plan much further in the future about whether or not we have to make adjustments based on what's coming up, whether or not we can afford to pay the wages or not, right? So, the development so in order to throw the resources at all the development stuff that we need to do as a result of Vegas, we can really handle that because we have the history of what's happening from a year ago, right? Now, that's a fortunate situation to be in. And that also allows for us to, if we have something that knocks us for 6, we have the contingency plans in there. So just to say that, yes, Vegas is going to be bringing a lot of more challenges to us, but we have the ability I believe we will be able to have the resources to deal with it in a safe and a very safe and calm and collected way. Of course,
no crazy punts.
Of course, I say that, but if you give me another Sith and you give me another fighter Kirby, that's a different conversation, right? But those are the cases of knocking you for 6, right? God. And as long as we don't have too many of those, we should be a-okay to deal with that. But, it's exciting. There's a lot more product going to be coming out. There's going to be a lot more things to do, a lot more interesting things, Chocks. It's, I'm really excited about the future.
I've said this year, like I said, 2018 is more busier, more crazier than it was in 2017.
Hi lads, I'm glad I don't have to stay up early hours to press some Q&A. Great updates from Vegas from Papa Davis. Nice one, Adrian. How's it going?
It's not late now.
I know, because like last time he was in Hong Kong, so he doesn't have to stay up. So he can. Are you not playing tennis today? Normally he plays tennis on a Tuesday.
Really?
Oh, on a Friday even. So yeah, what else is there to say about Vegas? Everything's already sort of been documented. The stuff that I really want to announce has been announced. There's quite a lot of teehees. I'm just excited, Chocks. I mean, we had that conversation for an hour and a half. That Thursday is exciting times. It's going to be good. It's going to be exciting. And we're looking forward to taking you on the journey with us, guys. So thank you very much for joining us on it. I finished early to watch. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Alright, where are we at? So, related expo polls. Majora's Mask. Twilight Princess, non-link characters. So,
a couple of Zelda polls.
Oh, 3 Zelda polls. And Breath of the Wild. So that was interesting. I was actually quite surprised. Shout out to Nana Say and the Mifa. That was quite impressive for Breath of the Wild. That was quite interesting. I don't know if she's still at the top, but she was when I last looked before going into the meetings with the Big N, or the meeting with the Big N. But that was really interesting. And yeah, a lot of those polls. Another one was and it was such a powerful thing to go to these meetings, the Aniplex conversation, the Crunchyroll conversation, go boom, what do you think of these animes? And then in front of their eyes, the eyes get like, ooh, when they see just how instant it is. It's really, really powerful, and I can't begin to stress how amazing that is. I walked into that Ubisoft meeting, right, and they were like, oh, do it again, do it again. I walked into the Sega meeting and I don't do that again. Because I did it last year, right?
Yeah.
I think what I did last year was like Valkyrie Chronicles. They're like, do it. I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, do it. I was like, oh, no. I was like, oh.
You say, do it. We'll do it when we get 99,999.
Well, you talked about Altered Beast.
Yeah.
But I know it's all about the big SOR. It's all about that retro, right?
That's what they're working on this year. Yeah.
That's good.
A lot of retro
that's like your favorite era.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So, Theo, you can buy the Solaire ST right after this stream finishes. We'll be launching that in about a couple of hours. We'll be going through all the information on that, so do please stick around for that. So, in terms of just the strength of that, being able to poll things in front of people in real time, it is super, super powerful. It's just amazing. Where certainly there were the licensors were like, this is going to be the best one, that's going to be the best one. I think this is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5.
In their mind.
In their minds. And then when we did the polling, of course, it flipped it around and they were like gobsmacked that it wasn't like that. I did need to stress, of course, they have their own research, they have their own viewing numbers. But of course, I'm just talking about the slice of our Collectors Club. Our Collectors Club has different tastes, perhaps, to
a different fan base, right?
Different types of fan bases.
Because their fan base might be looking at from a game point of view or an anime point of view,
right?
And we're looking at
there is a absolute potpourri of different fan interests amongst our group. It's one of the most diverse groups I've ever seen. I love it. Of course, as long as everyone's respectful of everybody else's, likes, let's all be friends, etc. It is such a beautiful thing to see so many different, diverse loves. And I see it in people's collections. I see them in what they say they like. It's really, really interesting to me, and I really like that. So, you know, definitely, as I said, it was not perhaps a reflection of what was happening at the Crunchyroll, what their viewing numbers were, or at, you know, Aniplex as an example. But it was interesting, definitely, to see that what they thought was going to do well versus what did do well. They were kind of like, wow, this is not what I thought it was going to be. So, again, thank you so much for you to do that responsiveness, because without that it would be like dum, 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 like, you know what to do.
Hey guys, if you find those posts in the club, keep on voting, share it out, because I'm sure the licensors will keep an eye on those posts as well, because yeah, like they always do.
Absolutely. And you know, talking about that, let's talk about you know, Konami and the Silent Hill. So that was really interesting, because I remember 2 years ago I said, are we interested in Silent Hill? 2 years ago I was on the way to the booth last year, 2 years ago, and the answer was a resounding, not really, right? Then we did a Pyramid Head TT,
yeah,
and that did, Then I asked the question again this year, are we up for Silent Hill? And there was far more yes votes this time round than there was obviously before, and you would expect that because Born 48K, which obviously happened over the week, happened over the last week or so. So that's, thank you again for the 48K, much appreciated. And, you know, in terms of that, it's really exciting to see possibly whether or not Silent Hill becomes an option. I want people to rally more for that. I like to see that in the 7s, the 8s, and then that's something we'll start looking at more closely. There are so many things, especially coming out of Vegas. At this stage, I'm not too keen on doing too much more, but if things go according to plan in terms of what we have planning for the future,
yeah,
it's definitely something that we can look into doing. But I'd like to see that there would be a fan base willing to buy for it at the time. All right. Yeah. So I was going to go through this very quickly. The Bang Ventures is what Miguel has written down. The first one is shooting guns. Then we had Heart Attack Grill. that was interesting, no doubt. The Slotzilla zip line.
Was that a video? I didn't watch that.
No, we couldn't do a video because they don't let you actually.
You can't even wear a GoPro or anything like that.
Oh wait, you could wear a GoPro, but basically they say do not take your phone out. You'll drop it and you'll be liable for it. All that. So they basically make you take everything out your pockets and stick it in. I even had to take my glasses off, which is actually a good thing because I couldn't see shit. And I wasn't as scared as more. I can sort of see, but it wasn't. It's certainly less scary when you can't see as much.
Right.
Yeah, you know that's for sure. First time to see World F4Fs, went over to some random Best Buy near Bang's house, and boom!
Yeah, I saw that.
And the dude who was there knew.
Did he knew?
No, he didn't know. But he knew all. So I was like, yeah.
You didn't wear your F4F.
No. I showed the back of the box. I was like, dude, that's my name. Like, damn! And I showed him the video of us.
Yeah.
You know, the making of documentaries,
Right,
and every single one, boom. Everything was a single one that came out. He's like, I know that guy. I was like, yeah, dude, you know your shit. That's cool, man. That was really fun. I enjoyed that. Then the pawn shop. So, have you ever seen that? The pawn shop.
I saw that one. Yeah, you're out on the street with.
No, but have you ever seen the Pawn Stars on the History Channel? Do you know what this is all about?
What?
Do you understand what that's from?
No. Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
That porn.
Yeah. Pawn Stars. So this is if you haven't seen this,
no,
right?
I haven't seen this.
Okay,
one,
so.
No.
I was standing in front of this show.
Okay.
And this is really, really famous in America. It's famous. It's certainly got a lot of. It's got memes made of it because the whole thing is like it's a porn place. Yeah. And as you can imagine, they go in there with. You go in there with something really expensive. They go, oh yeah, I want to get like $5,000 for it. And they go, yeah, okay, I'll give you $10 for it.
Oh, okay.
And then it's this whole thing about like how people try to get good deals out of it,
right.
and they actually get low money for just like you love it. There's haggling shit.
Yeah.
You would love it. You should watch it, right?
Okay.
So that was where I was. I was outside their actual real shop. It's in Vegas.
Oh right.
And I was like, oh yeah. I went in with a Fierce 80 link, number one or whatever it is, and etc. And I got like $40 for it.
Really?
Because what they also do is they say, oh, I'm not sure about this. I need to bring in a local expert. Yeah, bought in Bang for their local expert.
That's why I was like reading the comments. I was like, what the hell are the guys talking about?
Yeah. No, so that's Pawn Stars. Just watch the show of it. We can watch an episode or something of it. You'll really get it straight away. It's all the same thing. They come in with expectations it's going to be lots of lolly, and then they come back with having something like oh, the best I can do is $5. Oh, and I'm taking it off your hands, and I've got a story and all this sort of shit. It was.
Have they ever got it wrong?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. But it's. I think you would like it in terms of the haggling.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
Yep. Fremont Street. That's where, of course.
PAWN, guys, not. Everyone starts Googling.
Oh look, Miguel was like, no way, that was the Porn Stars pawn shop. Yes, it was, Miguel. It was the Porn Stars pawn shop. Exactly that one. So so in terms of then went Fremont Street, which is where the Slotzilla was, and that's where we met up with Chad, which was awesome.
I didn't see that picture.
It was I think this is just with the. Do we do one outside? I'm not sure. Bangshan, of course, that's a whole nother destination, and that was So Bang, if you're still there listening to this, thank you so much for inviting me into your home. It's very lovely to meet the family, so thanks for that. Awesome. So, obviously, he doesn't want to remember the fact that I took him out. Now, let's be clear about something. I 8-zipped him, right? I 8-zipped him, and not only with Nightmare, with a plethora of different characters, but I just want to be clear. 8-zip, but in case you didn't realise...
Why stop at...
It's a double... Why stop,
Why
mate?
Stop at...
Because he's like throwing his thing out the window. No, first of all, so I got to the 5-zip, right?
Yeah.
I got to the 5-zip. And I just want to be very clear. It was 8-zip, and it's first to 2 thriller, every single one, It's best of 2, right? Not a single round. I didn't lose it, so it was actually 16 zip in rounds, right? So it wasn't like...
Any perfects? Perfect rounds?
Did I get a perfect? I'm pretty sure... No, I don't think I did. I think I didn't, I didn't want to be... Because it's a long walk back from his house if he doesn't take me back. And I got the, at the 5-zip, I got the old typical, oh, my buttons are sticky. Look, it's sticky, yeah? It's like, all right. So I had to do the swap. I had to reconfigure my buttons, set it all up again, right?
And then you played it with your eyes shut as well. Handicapped. There you go.
And then the spanking continued. So
I don't know. You should have asked me what game to play.
How bad is Bang at SC2? Mate, trust me, Alex. He could be as good as he thinks he is. I don't think Bang was bad. Just think whole nother level. Whole nother level. Next level. Absolutely. So boom. That's where we're at.
Alright.
In terms of there's a bunch of sneak peeks. Yeah. Muscle for days. Do you drink your milk? Did you know what those were, guys? And one of the things is I met up with Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah Arrington from the club, and I asked her what is something that she really would like to see, and something that if we could do anything, what would she like to see? She said something from Trinity Blood, so go check that out if you haven't. There's some I don't know myself.
Did she bring her pet dog?
She did not. She was at work. Okay. And then I don't know anything about it. It looks very much like Castlevania kind of style, so I like that sort of vampires.
Right, yeah.
The characters look amazing, but how should I say, RTF? Alrighty, that's it. That was last week. This week, Jesus, what hell happened? This week, 48k, 1/4, 1/6. Now that's quite an interesting conversation. There's a couple of things I didn't think about, right? First of all, if we did things at 1/4 and we did it in 1/6 at the same time, would you guys like that, to have that choice? Now, there's two modes of things. First of all, let's talk about completists. Completists will be like, oh, I feel like I have to buy both. Okay. First of all, I believe the era of completists has ended. Now, the super hardcores will argue with me against that, but I really believe that the monetary values, the price of things have now made it almost impossible to be a completist anymore. There used to be this whole idea as a collector, I've got to get every single one on the line. I think that because of the prices that have gone up, and I think that probably started with the Bowen era, where things were $50 for a mini bust, and $100, so maybe $200 for a statue. That was the sort of era of completists, right? Now that things are so much more expensive, it's hard to be a completist, and there's much more pick and choose, especially when there's so many different things out there. So I can understand 1/4 and 1/6 people, completists, going, no, that's really shit. I don't like that idea because I've got to buy both. As I said, I believe that kind of collector is far and few between, especially in our group. I feel our group is much more about the people who don't even know what a high-end collectible is, and then they buy their first one through us,
like
right?
it, yeah.
Right, and that whole idea of collecting the entire range and being completist about it is a little, is a small sliver. And don't get me wrong, I totally respect those guys, and a lot of them have, absolutely supported us, and I'm not, I have utmost respect for that. But the 1/4 and 1/6, the whole idea of that was, it was interesting to run that poll just to see what people had a thought about that. And it was something like 900 plus were like, I want to see both of them. Now, those are for those who have concerns about the space, those who have concerns about the pricing. Yeah. Now, a couple of things there. Would the 1/4 guys buy the 1/6? Would the 1/6 guys who would have bought the 1/4 just buy the 1/6? What happens if we make them exactly the same? Of course, we're talking about the same pose, the same everything, right? What would happen if let's take, for example, the various suit, the lights of the various suit, could I make that in 1/6 with all the same lights? The answer is probably not, to be honest, especially the shoulder things. Yeah. These are things to consider, but here's the biggest one that I have the difficulty with.
There's only so much you can do on that smaller scale, but you can do so much more with the bigger scale.
That's true, but here's the thing that I have the most difficulty with, Chocks. The biggest difficulty I have with is, and I would never do this mid-range, just to be clear, I would never start doing this. If we were ever to do this, I would never do it in the middle of a line. I would never do that.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, okay.
But let's say we start a new line, and this is my concern, Chocks. We do a line where we offer both 1/4 and 1/6. Then, the first one's 1/4, 1/6. The second in the line, 1/4, 1/6. The third in the line, 1/4, 1/6. The fourth in the line is not possible to make it 1/4. The character's too big. The character's too big, right? Okay, why don't we take an example where, let's take an example of, let's take a great example would be the Dark Souls range, okay?
Sure.
Okay, we started off the Dark Souls range, and we started off with Solaire, okay? Then we do Onion Bro. Then we do a Silver Knight, right? I'm talking about humanoid characters. We do 1/4, 1/6, 1/4, 1/6, 1/4, 1/6, right? Then we do Artorias. Now, of course, we know the 1/4 of Artorias is holy shit balls massive. And the size that we did is actually technically 1/6, if that makes sense, right? Yeah, so all of a sudden, you got 1/4, 1/6, 1/4, 1/6, and then the fourth in the line, which is Artorias. There's no way I'm making a true 1/4 scale Artorias. How would the 1/4 guys feel? They have 3 beautifully 1/4, and the fourth one, they're forced to get a 1/6.
Yeah.
That, for me, is my biggest concern. What do you guys think about that?
Having true to scale and having actual 18-inch 1/4 scale is a big difference. That Sith, if we did a true 1/4 for our Sith, that'd be like as big as this desk.
Right. Fobney, I wouldn't revisit old things and make them in different scales. That's something I wouldn't be doing.
My concern, right, not just from scale point of view, is like 1/4, 1/6.
Why is this all? Oh, it's just this. Yeah, go on.
Camera. Yeah. Like, my concern is like 1/4, 1/6. Both does well. Second one, 1/4, 1/6, relatively well. Maybe a slight dip on either on particular one.
And then the third.
And the third one is like, oh my god, this one does bad on the 1/4.
And then would you have motivation to continue that?
Yeah.
Because like knowing
that the 1/4, no disrespect to 1/4 guys, not like maybe some certain IPs, right? 1/6 does really well around. 1/4 does. Do we use the one? Whatever. Like obviously we'll continue with the 1/6, but what happens with the 1/4?
Yeah, right. It's almost like
for the sake of it.
It starts like that, and then it sort of like gets to. They both start high. Then one goes down, and the other one goes higher. Then you get into the fifth one. Like 10 people are buying the 1/4. I'm just saying, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. The 1/4 or the one. It doesn't matter which one, right? 10 people are buying the small, the 1/6, right? And 100 people are buying the 1/4. Would you bother for the fifth in the line to do the same when you know that the trend is like most people are going to one scale over the other? So it's not just so it's really, really hard to think about that, and I'm just like trying to get my head around that, whether or not that's something everyone wanted to do. It was a talking point, and here we are on a Friday Q&A already an hour into it. We haven't even done what we're thinking about, and this is the point. It's a talking point. And it's not just simply. It's very easy. You got to think about the foresight on that, and it's kind of hard to think about that. So yeah, you know, and of course there's resources involved with that to a certain extent, of course, as well. Of course there's resources involved with that, but you know, interesting.
Depends on the topic, the theme that we're tackling, whether it deserves a 144 or a 1/6 in the first place.
Yeah. The next one was Dark Souls Titan DS Comics. Did we actually do that or not?
I got feedback.
Are we doing it? Are we not? Do we have time?
You need to check your email.
All right.
Yeah.
Guess that's on me then. So I went to the factories today. I went on Wednesday. I went to Artorias.
You went on Wednesday.
Wednesday to Artorias SD. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Artorias SD exclusives. Signed that off. Showed you guys the packaging that looks tight. Signed the cards. Bada bing, bada boom. So that's looking tight, etc., etc. Today I went to the Taki factory. That was super straightforward. It was just sort of 10 to 15 pieces just to look at what the issues will be in the future. I know there were some issues I needed to spotted, tweaking those so when they do the mass production, they know what to look for. It's not like they're finished. Of course not. It's just the 10 production pieces beforehand so we know what to do in the future. Pre-production ones. So Spyro, there was a side-by-sides. Now we use... When you look at them both on, people are concerned, right? When you look at them both on, they look really dark. Now, if you use a really a bright light and you shine on it, you can actually see that the new one kind of reflects a little bit more purple than the other one. But the reality is, without the light on, they look dark as hell. Unless you look really closely, then you'll see the outlines of the thing. So I'm not really too worried about those going, oh, it looks lighter. Don't worry about it, guys. When the lights, you're not using a torch and shining right at it, it looks dark. So it certainly looks much darker than the previous one. Now, of course, I know there's some size issues. We'll be tweaking that, but generally we're pretty much there for that. I did some updates on the Crash Bandicoot, made some tweaks to the eyes, made some tweaks to the Wumpa Fruit. That's looking good.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Also checked out the revisions to Alucard. That's going to be good. Signed off on that.
Yeah.
They need to make some slight tweaks, but you know, signed off the basicness of that.
Okay.
Then the Various suit as well. I had so first time to go to the warehouse to go through all that sort of stuff. I haven't been to the warehouse for a year and a half since the first day I approved going there, and it was beautiful to see just how much it's developed since the free space. And yes, it has some storage, but you know, to have the painting department there and the workshop there, you know, seeing where Rachel works, seeing where Chris goes and hangs out when he's in China as well. It was quite interesting to see for sure. And I'll show you the video afterwards. I took some videos, so you can see that. Zero. So let's talk about Zero. You know, Zero is obviously there. Showed the guys pointy versus non-pointy. It's really clear that it will be a disservice to not change the face. Everyone was like, you know, it looks great, but the face looks whack. Okay, so let's do something about it. So those that are expecting Zero to go up for pre-order anytime soon, the answer is, well, it was, but the answer is no. And we're gonna do it right. We're gonna go back. We're gonna tweak the pose. Oh no, not tweak the pose. Tweak the head. I'm gonna revisit looking at that arm, whether or not that's something that we're gonna be tweaking or not. But certainly the head. And I gave you guys some updates on the before and after, just some with 2D edits, Chocks. If people like those 2D edits, we'll then make it in 3D and we'll chuck it back at you guys, see what you guys think. But look, let's do it right, guys. Yeah, there's no point in doing a statue 95% of the work, and the 5% is the head, and it's you know, and people don't therefore discredit the entire thing because of the head. Hey, let's do something about it. Done. Is that it?
Is that it?
I believe that's it.
All right, cool.
All right. Nice one.
All right. Right. Wow, quite a lot of blogs this week. Vegas.
I'm gonna go into
to check out the guts.
Numbers,
yeah, okay, yeah, check out the guts edition size, current edition size. All right, guys, blogs this week. Obviously, on the website right now we have the Vegas recap. So we haven't. If you want to catch up on some of the action at Vegas, make sure you check that out on the website. We do have a blog section. All right, and then we obviously from like early Monday, I believe, we posted a blog with regards to Solaire, praise the sun, praise the SD sun. We did a kind of a short hype video for you guys to look at that and get the word out in advance. So yeah, that's that did pretty well. Yeah, you guys can actually see a picture in there of the next SD character in the Dark Souls line. And then something very new we've posted a couple of times, which is King of the Ring tournament. It's a new tournament where F4F statues go head to head, and we actually asked you guys to predict the placings, the winnings and the losers.
There's a lot of
winners
confusion.
and losers, yeah, I think there's a lot of confusion, but I think once you've seen
100%.
once you start seeing the pattern, the winners, how they slot in those places, then you can understand how
The final ranking
the final
will be,
rankings will be,
because you had a chance to win, I think, 1,000
2,000.
or
I think it's
2,000 reward points if you got the order correct.
Yeah.
Now, as you said, Chocks, I was seeing people that were doing, people in the first round were having head-to-heads and putting them both in the lower bracket of the
Right.
losing section. It's not possible. Those that are in the head-to-head, there must be one winner, must be in the top 8, and the loser must be in the bottom 8. You can't have the first round head-to-head people both being in the bottom 8. It's physically, it's just not possible, and people didn't get that. And I think they'll understand a little bit later on. And where the ranking comes in after they lose, it's based on the number of votes that they get.
Votes, yes.
Yeah.
Hey Lilith, ES stands for edition size. Okay? And then, okay, we'll go into a little bit more detail with the King of the Ring a little bit later on about the matches that took place. Alright?
Yep.
Okay, so guys, we're going to jump straight into the temp. You want to do that now?
Yeah, so 6,
Alright.
619.
619.
Yeah. Forgot, 619.
Current. Alright guys, the current, which includes
Bloody and normal
Bloody
exclusive.
X and normal exclusive.
Yeah.
619 for guts. Alright. Temptation Thursdays. Alright guys. TT, well, just because it's been 2 weeks. TT 103. That was Earthbound.
That's right, Randy.
Ooh, that reminds me, another shout out. Right. Right, TT 103 Earthbound, which could also
Don't
be
we?
Mother.
Shouldn't it be starting from the villagers?
Why, are we?
Yeah.
Really?
Because we didn't do a Q&A last week.
1, 2, 3. Ah, that's true. Yes, my bad. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 102 Animal Crossing Villagers, not the villager, but villages. Currently at 421 votes, which are 246 said yes, and 175 said no. So it's pretty neck and neck, percentage-wise, 58.4 to 41.6. So there you go. Animal Crossings.
Okay. What do you guys think about that? You expected it to be more, to be less?
Dioramas, single pieces, or you just satisfied enough with just having the amiibos? Yeah, or the deck of cards, the amiibo cards. Right, the one after that, TT 103 Earthbound, or Mother, character Nez, currently at 334 votes. Yes, 334 votes. 199 said yes, 135 said no. It's been pretty quiet, hasn't it? Yeah.
Low numbers.
Low numbers.
I'm quite surprised about that.
Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a Nintendo classic back in the day.
Back in the day. That's right.
Are you guys surprised about that? Not surprised?
I believe TTs don't show up for you anymore, John. Really?
It seems to be, well, they're there, I'm sure.
They are there. Alright.
Yep.
This week's, or rather yesterday, TT 104 Vagrant Story, Ashley Riot. Currently at 202 votes, 67 votes says yes, 135 votes says no.
RTF. Riot the fans.
Yes. Riot, bring all the Ashleys.
Riot the fans.
All Ashleys are riots.
Ay, 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 ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
I don't think anyone played it.
Ah, well.
I enjoyed it back in the day. I actually need to watch the a recap. I mean, like one of those sort of reviews back in the day, just to remind me. It was I remember it being really great.
Right.
I enjoyed that. So we haven't got actually any new TTs lined up. We've used them all up. So Chocks, over to you. I'm gonna give them all to you.
Really? All of them?
All of them.
I'll let you guys choose one.
Okay, you do what you need to do.
I'm gonna choose 2. All right, guys. Let me know in the comments which one do you want. I'm just gonna give you guys a little hint. I'm gonna choose 2 games. All right, so you can choose for the last one. You can choose a anime or a game. And don't go for the ones that which are never gonna have a TT at this stage.
Sorry?
Yeah, don't go for the ones that.
Oh yeah.
You guys being here long enough, you know which TTs never go up. That's
well,
right, Johnny.
At least not to 99k.
That's right, Johnny. Those 2 are not gonna have TTs. Well, I'm gonna start off with TT 105. Okay, next week's TT 105 will be Zone of the Enders. Okay. That's been lingering around for quite a while now, so it's nice to get that out there.
Oh, are we doing Zone of the Enders?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, cool.
Because there's a new, I believe there's a new game coming out very soon. I think you can actually pre-order. There's a nice little package. Okay, and then the one after that, TT 106. It's been in the club for quite a long while. Rocket Knight Adventures. All right, it's a classic.
This is what happens when I let you do the TTs.
Hey, there's got to be some, sparks to fan out there.
Yeah, there
right?
you go. Yeah,
it's
okay.
it's a Konami game. Come on, guys. What's TT 107?
So we've got a Hollow Knight. We've got Resident Evil.
We've got Drifters from Nick, big anime fan there. That's right, Alex Petula, remaster of 2 for Zone of the Enders.
Fate series, Randy. We kind of already did Fate as part of the Animeplex lineup, which of course Killer Kill was smashing it on.
Yeah.
That was quite interesting, wasn't it?
Dark Cloud, huh?
And Michael, we did a Beyond Good and Evil when I did a Ubisoft one. Actually, no, we did a Beyond Good and Evil. We already did one, our own specific one. We did one already.
Yeah. Where you been? Alex Petula, I can't even think of a TT I want. We've ran out of ideas. Sadly, no. Brittany, unfortunately, we're not going to go there with the Team Ico IPs.
Nana say, capitalizing it all doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Maybe he wants to do the wildlife. Did
you see me?
The wildlife one.
That's WWF.
Yes.
That's not WWE.
No,
It's
WWF,
WWF. Yeah, it's because they had a fight with WWF and the Panda won.
Pac-Man, we've done that, Lilith. Come on, guys. I don't see anything here. Sailor Moon TT.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Yeah, we'll do a Sailor Moon TT.
Everyone keeps saying it's like the gold standard of the or the classicness.
Everyone's got a comment. Everyone's got their own opinion. Alright, nice one, Larissa. Sailor Moon TT.
For 107, so in 3 weeks' time, guys, if you're a Sailor Moon fan, prepare yourselves. So we're going to repeat that again. The first one's going to be this weekend. This coming Thursday is going to be Chocks.
105, Zone of the Enders. The week after that.
Is it The Enders or Zone of Enders?
Zone of the Enders, I believe. Is it? Yes.
You're right.
Yes. There's a the.
The.
Alright, 106, Rocket Knight Adventure.
Rocket Knight Adventure. Rocket Knight Adventure. Oh, there's a number 2 as well.
Yeah, there's a number 2, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Look at that little...
Oh, yes. It's Konami. Easy.
Mm.
Hopefully there's going to be a massive support. I'll be on the phone, speed dial. Yo,
That's right.
Konami-san. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's remaster the game ourselves. Let's do it.
What the fuck? 4.8 out of 5 and 4.9 out of 5.
What?
It's like the rating.
Yeah. Is it
the dog's bollocks?
Yeah. It's the bee's knees.
The bee's knees.
And then, last but not least, Sailor Moon.
Rocket Knight Adventures.
Sailor Moon.
9 out of 10.
Oh.
God, it's kicking ass.
Kicking ass.
Kicking ass. Cool. Let us know if there's anything that you guys are interested in those. Zone of the Enders, Rocket Knight Adventures, Sailor Moon. Which would you vote for yes? Which would you say no to?
I think we've done an Odd World, haven't we? Have we done an Odd World? Let me search.
We've done an Odd World.
Yeah, we've done an Odd World. 214 yes votes to 334 no votes. So, still got a long way to go. 548 in total votes. You guys really want a Wario? Could it follow the same path as Luigi?
There won't be confusion like there was with Luigi.
Yeah, but Wario's like...
He's massive, isn't he?
He is massive. He's got
yeah, but don't forget,
games.
Mario's not massive.
Is it Super Mario Land 3? Was it in Super Mario Land 3? Is it Wario Land? There was a Game Boy. There was a 3, but I don't think not many people played it. Yeah, it's Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. The WarioWare game's good.
Yeah, WarioWare. God, he's massive, isn't he?
He's massive, huge.
He's enormous. God, he's massive.
Massive.
When I'm talking like that, I know you're taking a piss.
I'm just excited. It's massive.
Alrighty. Alright, Chocks?
Alright then.
Should I check? Oh no, we've got to do winners and stuff, haven't we?
Winners. 3 winners. I don't know why it's 3 winners, but it's 3 winners. For hashtag F4F KOTR.
Hashtag KOTR. What are the winners?
The winners.
Oh, nice. Well,
that was for episode 71.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So Larissa Walker, not only did your Sailor Moon suggestion TT get chosen by Chocks, but bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself.
Oh wow.
500 reward points.
Didn't realise that.
Congrats on that. We have Victor Carrillo for the next winner, and last but not least, Bob Dolez.
That sounds like an old name, doesn't it? Bob Dolez.
Bob Dolez. Dollars.
Bob Dollars.
I like it. For sure, so congratulations.
Congratulations.
Guys.
You will get your 500 reward points when the time comes.
All righty, I'm going to kick it off with this Friday's Q&A. No?
Next week's hashtag.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hashtag F4F praise. Hashtag F4F praise. Hashtag F4F praise for a chance to win 500 reward points. Or is it all random?
It's pinned at the top of the comments, guys. Praise. That's how you spell praise.
Look over here. Victor Carrillo, congratulations. I see you actually there. He says thank you. Yeah, nice one, Victor.
Ah, nice
didn't
one.
See that you were on the
Yay.
show. I knew Larissa was on the show. I didn't know you were Victor.
So
nice
one.
Congratulations.
Got 2 hashtag winners.
Yeah, lucky. I like it.
Dollars.
Bob Dollars.
Where's Dollars?
Dollars.
Dollars, your alternative account.
Alrighty, can I kick off this week's Friday Q&A?
Yeah?
No. No? What?
Apparently the King of the Ring is before the Q&A.
Okay, come on in.
Alright then, go on then. What? Blah, 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 blah. Right, guys, King of the Ring tournament. So, guys, if you don't know what that is, make sure you check out the blog post because it's quite a very detailed blog post. Basically, we have 16 F4F statues face to face, up for fights to become the champion of the first tournament, apparently.
And what do you guys think about that?
It's tournament number 1, so who knows?
1,700 votes for the latest one because we did it on the Facebook main page. Allows people to. It's shareable, and that one, of course, was Artorias versus Shadow. That was interesting. Are you going to go through the actual numbers of each one versus? Is that what you're going to do?
Oh yeah, I wanted to, but I can't. I'm going to cast your votes here. All right, so I just went on to the first fight, the first round, which was the first match. That was Monkey King versus Zoro Tunic Link. I don't know why I said tuna.
You hungry?
Yes, Tunic Link. Right. Oh, you cheated then. Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, I couldn't take it off for some reason.
I couldn't. All right, then. Let's check out the numbers. Right. Monkey King had around about 95 votes versus around about 292 for Tunic Link. Interesting. So...
Expected.
Yep. So that actually means Link goes to the next round. Alright, so that goes into the next round, which is... Hold on, there must be another post. Right, next round there you go. So if you check out the following KOTR tourney number 1 match 2, you can actually see the latest standings, the latest match results, the latest there's actually a standings table in that blog. It will tell you where Monkey King is currently. Obviously,
and it can keep changing.
It will keep changing because right now it's just the first match results, which means Monkey King's at the bottom currently, 16th with 91 votes.
Why is Zoro Tunic at 5th? I don't understand.
I have no idea.
Miguel, it should be at first. Why is Zoro Tunic in 5th?
But right now Tunic Link has 260 votes, so that's it. It stopped. All right.
Oh, it doesn't matter to be in first. It's irrelevant about what the standing is. In fact, you should only be putting in the losers first. You should probably not even bother putting Zora.
Well, we learn as we go.
Yeah.
All right. Right. Second match, and that was Artorias, the Abyss Walker, versus Shadow the Hedgehog. And I noticed some of the Dark Souls fans posting this, sharing out this poll into some of the other Dark Souls groups.
Oh, interesting.
Saying, yeah, get the votes in,
And it's been a huge number of votes. If you compare it, of course, this is the difference between a closed group versus outside group.
I haven't voted on that, so I don't know what happens if I click on the
you can undo it. I checked it.
Really? Because the early days polls, you're forced to select left or something.
Yeah.
Right, so currently, 529 votes for Shadow the Hedgehog. Come on, Sonic fans. And 1.1k right now for Artorias.
I'm going to be honest with you, I'm surprised. I thought Artorias would landslide it more than that. Interesting.
Landslide. Well, currently the poll is open up for a week and then we'll stop. So this poll ends in 5 days. That's what this poll says. So it'd be interesting to see what happens after
Click on it.
Click on what?
Just click on one. You see the percentages as well, just for your reference.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. 69% for Artorias and 31% for Shadow.
I'm surprised.
Can I unvote?
Yes, you can.
I can undo my vote.
Yeah, that's cool,
I don't cheat.
Yeah. Interesting,
guys. So, yes. So, when that ends, the next blog post will have the latest standings. And then the next match will continue. Who's the next match? Let's have a look. I guess it's random.
Why have you done it randomly? No, it isn't. Oh, yeah. Why?
I guess it's random. Because if it did that, they'll automatically know who's going to be there, right? So they just start different... It's like groups.
Yeah, I know, but that's random as hell.
Well, then they'll know, innit? Like, it'll be... It's all right. It's all right. Rather than going one at a time.
But why not do that one then?
Why?
Because if that's the group, and then that's the start. Anyways, whatever.
It doesn't... Well, they're just individual groups. So,
all right, random it is. So we don't. The answer is we have no idea what's going to be.
So it's all on Miguel. Right?
Miguel, what's going to be next week? You should tell us. Let's make a decision, Chocks.
What?
Let's make a decision ourselves.
All right, Miguel. Okay.
This is what we're going to be choosing. Let's go for.
You choose. You're the first round. Like you have the first match. Who do you want to see fight? Who do you want to see head to head? You want to tweak it into, and then you get your. Do you want to like?
They can't manipulate anything.
Yeah.
There's something to manipulate. These are already predetermined thingy bobs. So why don't we do?
Get home. Go home, Andrew.
Let's go Rio.
You want? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rio Hazuki, sorry. The exclusive version versus Lucky Cat Mario. All right then. So that's match number 4 on
3
on the
3.
Is it 3? Oh, match number 3, but on this table it says 4.
Yeah.
All right, Ryo Hazuki from Shenmue versus Lucky Cat Mario.
Yeah.
That leaves me that group to choose then, because that would have played, that would have been played out, and that would have been played out. So I would choose one of those two.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay then.
Alrighty.
All right then.
Okay, I'm gonna now.
Now it's Q&A.
All right,
yes.
Q&A. About an hour late. What was this about? Oh, let's go through it quickly. Right, I'm gonna hammer through these then. Okay.
Yes, hammer it.
I'm gonna hammer these. Okay. Here we go. Sean Spell, hey guys, how you doing? How's Ridley coming along? Meta Ridley is looking amazing. I was actually at the factory today, the warehouse today, the workshop. It looks really, really tight. It looks amazing. I can't wait to show you guys. Stefan McNally, 2 questions. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is it in the pipeline? Nothing to say for that. Metal Gear, will you be getting the Mantis PO this year? Will we be getting a Metal Rex in the future? The answer is yes for Mantis this year. And we shall see for Metal Gear, for Rex later on. Giovanni Cormorio, what's up with the Kamina? I believe it's been submitted too. We're going to start seeing some Skull Knights. When are we going to start seeing some Skull Knight sneaks? Let me get to the physical stage. Once we're at the physical stage, I'll start sneaking the 3D stage. How far off is the first in the Cowboy line? It's going to be soon. Really soon. We wanted to do it around about the anniversary. 4, you said a while ago you're pushing for summer pre-order for Mario and Yoshi. Is that still true? Should we expect them much later in the year? It's coming to the physical. It's going to take a bit of time because with the Nintendo products, I want to make sure that they approve it before we go to pre-order. So let's probably say it's going to be towards the back end of the summer. Possibly. Wesley Clark, how will we go validating? How will validating work as I haven't received SD01 yet to know your numbers? The answer is you should hopefully get that before you have to validate, before you have to authenticate to get the same number for Salat. Kenny Martin, when can we expect the pre-order for SD Ornstein? The answer is later on in the year. Josie Rock, with E3 coming up, what Nintendo properties do you hope to see make a comeback? Oh,
who's coming back?
Nintendo properties. Earthbound, so we can rally the fans on the TT. Tristan Tisdale, for those who haven't got their numbers yet for a validation night, how will we be able to continue our numbers for the... Yeah, the answer is... The answer is we can know if you haven't got your... We need to see where it comes to the point that we don't know. There's a lot of questions about that. We need to know at the point that we lock down the numbers for Solaire, what the situation with his Arturi is versus payment plans. And we then need to make decisions after that. We're going to have to come back to you on that. Tristan, how's your hand? I hear Bang made you hold a rather big gun. Bang made me go bang bang. And yeah, absolutely, it was amazing. Also, can you give us any information regarding licenses from the Vegas conference? Well, nothing that I haven't already given away in the blog posts. Michael Lai, Chocks, how was your last Friday off? What did you do?
I never had a day off. I was still working on Friday. I was supposed to be working with Mini Chocks, but he stood me up.
Ryan said he's walking around going, "What is up, guys?" and denying everybody.
Really?
You were denying the dealer.
The dealer? Yeah. You ain't getting this, bad boy.
Yeah. Romeo Ramos Jr. Macross Robotech or Resident Evil come home with Alex from Vegas? The answer is nope. Daryl Sergipol, when can we expect some concrete news on Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, if it happens, it happens. These things will... I don't know is the answer for that. It's complicated. Jake Mayer, first off, how was Vegas? Did you have a blast with Bang? Vegas was great, and I literally had a blast with Bang. I gotta ask, there's something that was complicated before, it's less so now. Wonder what that could be. Could you tell us more information about that? Nope. 2, did you pitch Nintendo my Samus idea with the helmet off? I bet they loved it. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. So nice. The answer is, what happened in that section of Vegas will stay in Vegas. I got to keep that. There are so many. The Nintendo meeting was not long enough, and we have to work on emails to send to them to then go through a much deeper conversation about that. I can't go into any specifics. 3, were any anime polls helpful during the time? And the answer is hell yes, it was very interesting. It's certainly just showing the power of the club and also the answers for that. 4, you definitely talked about Zelda with a big N. Was Majora's Mask poll result any part of that conversation? You know, as always, we have a lot of stuff already locked down, and in terms of new things going in there, this is sort of subject to a more deeper conversation that needs to be had a little later on. Go Beyond Plus Ultra. Well, we shall see. Tristan Tisdale, any Zelda news? Never change, mate. You and Troy Blair, always asking the questions. The Zelda news is, yes, Midna is going to be available for a further 2 more weeks. Bucci, what do you think about the results of the Guardian 1/4, 1/6? You know, I went through that a little bit earlier on. Very, very conflicting ideas, and I'm confused as hell. I confuse myself quite often recently. Ashley Sanderson, how big would a 1-to-1 scale how big would a 1-to-1 scale Midna be? I would say up to your waist. Would you ever make a scale? Would you make a PVC scale, smaller scale of Midna for people who couldn't buy the 1-to-1 Midna scale? Midna, smaller one. Well, the smaller one is already sort of small in terms of 1/4 version. It's really small. Not sure I could fit the 1-to-1 Midna, so I would love to know if there's a chance of a smaller scale one. What is this 1-to-1 Midna that people are talking about? Because I didn't know that was even a thing. Managers, what statue going to be bringing to the Gamescom? You know, we talked about this. We talked about the huge mistake we made in Vegas. Sorry, in New York Comic Con, which was showing sort of 7 months worth of pre-orders. It was a huge mistake by us, Chocks. We won't ever do that again. We might bring a few prototypes, but the majority of the stuff that we will be bringing will be stuff that aren't in the marketplace, but stuff that we pre-ordered, so people can see those in the flesh. We will never do what we did there. We bought something like 18 new products or something crazy like that. What the fuck is that, Chocks? I've never seen that before.
I got it for free.
I was like, what the hell did that come from?
From different things. Yeah, I heard of these characters. You've seen these characters
from Line.
From Line.
It's just
Hit
like,
us up, Line.
It just came out of nowhere. Is it like angle or something?
Well, you can bend it, hand it, or whatever you want. Like that. But it's noisy as hell.
Was it?
Yeah.
Sergio Bardo, it's been a while. How are you guys doing? Well, thank you. When can we expect a Solaire resin to be shipped? Q3. Has production started? Production is deep in development for Solaire. I haven't been posting any pictures on that, but I will do more recently lately. Yeah, it's very deep in production. So I do apologise for the delay on that, but it is coming along nicely. Will Solaire SD be shipped this year? Oh, hell yeah, it's going to be shipped in 3 to 4 months, I would say. So Q3.
Q3, Q4, yeah. That's
most
right,
likely,
yeah. Most likely, yeah.
3. Will the payment plans for LSB resume soon? Is Q3 still possible? Will it be tight? Well, AMI LSB is actually at the Sonic factory, and Sonic is wrapping up the 25th anniversary. It's going to be wrapping up in the next week or so. 2 to 3 weeks, I would say, and then it's going to be full steam ahead on AMI LSB. Once that happens, I'm sure Brenda will follow up accordingly. What is a Majora's Mask BAL? EU card for July. I don't even know what you're talking about. What does it say? I think a BAL must be balance. I'm assuming that's balance. 5. A few weeks ago, I tried to trick you to get Guts number 3, but you ended up saying I'll get 3,000. Were you serious? I hope so, because I would be mean so much more than having number 1. The answer is, well, we're 612 now, or we're 619 right now. Get us to 3,000 and you can get it. Raina Doyle. So Kingdom Hearts. Last time you asked, you said things might change after Vegas, and here we are. Is the situation more or less the same? It's not. Is it a not right now, or is it a never? It's a not right now. It's a not right now. We just don't have the resources, but we're going to be looking at that in the future in terms of the resources and what does that mean. We need to see, but the answer is it's not a never, it's a not right now. Tristan Tisdale, will you be watching E3 this year? If so, what conference are you most excited for? I watch every single conference, always, for all E3. I'm always excited about that. Of course, I'm always most interested in the ones that are of our current licensors, because it just means that if there's something that comes out of nowhere that we didn't have any idea about, that will be something that we immediately have a conversation with about, if it's something that people want to see and whatever it may be. But yeah, of course, always excited about those, simply because it means that it's much easier to see. Of course, as a fan of video games, I love seeing all the stuff that's coming out, and I'm excited for all of them. Michelle Kissel, with how is Shirin Nuri's potential face marketing change coming along? The answer is there's no news on that. Haven't done anything on that. I need to get back on that. Will Banjo's PO be out much likely in late June or early July? The answer is yes, around about the 20th anniversary. 3, am I right that Rider Link will probably be early PO, or is he planned for really late this year? Probably really late this year. I actually saw it today in the flesh. It looks amazing. The textures, the sizing, it's a beast. Absolutely stunning. 4, and a question I keep asking until I get a positive response. Any news on Nier or Automated? The answer is complicated. I actually.
It's working now.
I believe so. Did we intentionally mute? Was it muted? I had no idea. Was it muted? I'm not sure.
No, the hand slipped.
Oh, the hand slipped.
The hand kind of just slipped like that.
Johannes Norbeck, hi guys. Have you played the DS Remastered and how far are you into the game? To my real question, who's up for next pre-orders in the Dark Souls Resin line and when will it be? The answer is it's going to be Mimic. We may have some more information on that a little bit later on. In terms of the DS Remastered, I've not had a chance to have a go at that. I'm actually more looking forward to jumping in with the Switch, to be honest with you.
What, sorry?
The Switch.
The Switch version? Yeah. The Switch version with the little amiibo, maybe Mario dressed up in the character. Yeah.
With all the wonderful Dark Souls figures you have coming up, I really want to be ready. Also, is Ornstein still planned for Q4? If you're talking about production, the answer is yeah, hopefully. In terms of, if you're talking about the SD, the answer is hopefully then as well for pre-order. Sav Cantus, where's my Dangs Artorias SD giveaway? Dangs is a keyword, is banned. Did I miss some drama?
Yeah, you did miss some drama. It's quite entertaining. Yes.
You must send me the links. Number 1, Edgar Ramirez. Number 1, did you see an even slight rise in Guts pre-orders last week? I tried sharing it in Reddit and I'm not sure how much traction, if any, I brought. I don't know in terms of spiking of that, but I don't remember what the numbers were last week. It's sort of like plateaued. I mean, I think we came in with 619 at the moment. But thank you for spreading the word. Whatever it is, I appreciate it. So much appreciated on that. 2, after the Amaterasu PVC's release, will you guys consider an Amaterasu 2 using the same pose? The answer is yes, it definitely will happen in resin later on. Chocks, and the question is whether not to do it in 1/3 or to 1/4. I'm still not convinced on that. For Ami,
Ami,
yeah, need to run that by the club. Number 3, Chocks and Alex 1/4 resins at 50k. The exclusive would have a button that says "What is up, guys?" as well as swappable hats for Chocks. But that's a great idea. Except for, have you seen what Chocks does to himself?
What? What?
He breaks himself.
Ah, right, that.
Yes, that. I'm a bit concerned about making a resin.
It's a clean break.
Clean break.
Easy fix.
Send it to the statue doctors. Michael Pilot, hey guys, can't make it for the stream. Good luck on Solaire, much appreciated. Alex, can you draw something on my day 1 card for Solaire for Arturia's SD? I dare you. Well, the answer is you're 3 days too late because I've already done all the signed cards with that. Latest status of Alphonse. I know you said that the Japanese branch of Aniplex was impressed with him, but did you get the final okay? The answer is no, I haven't got that yet. But I need to follow up with that as well. Shout out, bada bing, bada boom. Chocks did not give me a picture, so I'm going to go with it. So here we go. Shout out to Johannes Norbeck. How's it going, mate? Shout out to Cedric Bado. What's going on? Brennan Wynn. What's going on? Nomin Neko Mamutovic. How's it going? Billy Ogle. Shout out to you. Ashley Sarnason. What's going on? Chelsea Harris. What's going on? We got shout out to John Morales. Matthew Lopez in the house. He is a top fiver. What's going on, mate? Hector Morales, what's going on? Michael Bonner, how's it going? Are you sure it's not Stefan McNally is the last one?
No, really?
I'll take that shout out back then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I ticked it just as you went down the list.
Oh, so you mean Michael Bonner shouldn't even got a shout out?
Yeah, that's
so I take back the shout out from
back,
Michael Bonner as well. I take that back as well.
Take that back.
No shout out to you, Stefan, and I take back the shout out to Michael Bonner.
No shout outs to Matthew Lopez, none to Adriano de la Riva. Yeah, that's it.
There you go. Kev Daltrey, what would it take to have something taken out of the vault? A lot of support. A lot of support. Troy Blair. With Vegas out of the way, what does it mean for the future of the Zelda lines you have in store for us? Will we continue to on Breath of the Wild? I'm not going to give you any of that information. Can't give you those specifics at this stage. 2. We all know the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time's 20th anniversary is coming up. Will there be a secret statue for the Zelda series? Wink yes, and I won't tell the big you-know-who. The answer is... Can't give you... I bet you the rest of these 6 questions are going to be stuff that I'm just not going to be able to tell you. 3. I don't know if it's been answered before, but I read in a comment, the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time line is only continuing previously. The answer is... At that scale, the answer would be yes. 4. When will the final payment be taken out for Majora's Mask X for the second batch in America? No idea. I don't handle any of that sort of stuff, so I can't give you that information. Number 5. On the shipping calendar, the site says the late June for the Majora's Mask Batch 2 is now. When it's... The answer is I don't know about shipping. So, if it says... Okay, let me look it up, because it actually says specifically there is... What is the background? The cards say arrival. It says when it's expecting to arrive. So it's expecting to arrive.
Click on the coloured bar. The colour. No, left side.
Sorry?
Does it not work?
Which bit? Click on that?
Like that, yeah, like that, yeah? Is that what you're trying to look at for?
No, I wasn't trying to look. I can see that over here. What I meant was, the number that's in it says mid-July. That's talking about it arriving.
Yeah,
ETA at the warehouse.
At the warehouse.
That's right.
At the local warehouse.
Yeah, so that's right. The calendar. So the answer is number 5. The calendar is when it's going to arrive at the location. 6. With the Legend of Zelda statues, let's use the Twilight Princess statue, since I feel like feeling one day he will come. Have you ever thought about using real metal with a sword, or do you not have one? Do you not? What? Yeah, we always use real metal for the swords. Diecast for the Zelda one. I'm pretty sure that it was a resin sword for Link's original one back in the day of.
Wow.
In fact, yeah, they're all been resin metal swords. The Link on Epona was metal. The original Link, I believe, is also metal as well. I'm talking about Ocarina of Time versions.
Wow.
Dark Link was
dabbling the diecast back in the day.
Yeah, ahead of the game, yo. MAD War from Darksiders is at 733 and currently keeps rising. Will you ever consider giving another knock on Nordic Store? If we reach even higher numbers, the answer is sure. Let's go higher and higher. 733 is not bad at all.
Keep on going, Mark.
Christopher Flores, what is the possibility of making figures from anime shows? The answer is there are a lot of anime stuff coming down the pipeline. So, yeah. The Beat! 1. During the meeting with Nintendo at the Licensing Expo, what was the word mansion uttered by anyone in attendance? I love the way you love that. 2. We haven't heard anything about Yoshimitsu in a long time. As his mainstay of both Tekken and crossover, does he seem to be a viable option we will eventually see? We shall see. 3 Nickelodeon didn't let you through the door at the Anime Expo 2017. Did you try and meet up with them again this year? The answer was nope. 4 for Alex. How did the gambling go in Vegas? Win enough to buy yourself anything nice? The answer was I went on and I lost 100 very quickly on blackjack. Then I went on one of those sort of like electronic ones, and I put in $20 and gave John $20, and I came out with 29, and he came out with 28. So boom, shaka laka laka. And that was over 2 games. That was roulette and craps.
Oh, on the same table. Electronic ones.
No. Like you know, I'm guessing it's the same in Macau where you do it and then you like print out your shit.
Yeah, you print out the paper and then you take it to the counter. Yeah.
Guys, seriously?
It's all paper.
It was like 29.13 cents or something. I tell you something about America. You will not believe the amount of change you get. It's like, can you guys use full numbers, please? Oh, it's like, you see the headlight price is like $2.20 or $2, right? Then you go in there and it's like, oh, plus sales tax and this and that. It's like, oh, $2 and like 73.
It was like that in New York.
Yeah,
and
right.
We had like handful of change and like.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, so it's all over America. So you know what I'm talking about. Of course.
I'm like, I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Jeff, sort it out.
For Chocks, with a massive
demand for mini Chocks figures, have you agreed to license yourself out to F4F? Yes, so we can all own our personal mini Chocks.
What would your royalty rate be?
I don't know. How many are in demand? So it's always about demand.
No,
right?
It's not. A royalty rate is a royalty rate, regardless of how many you sell.
What's the standard royalty rates? That's different, isn't it?
There are differences. Yeah. It goes from 12. It's minimum 12.5 up to 20.
I haven't really thought about it.
Have a think about it.
Yeah, I'll have a think about it. All right.
Michael Bahonek, in a previous live stream you mentioned that Metal Sonic sales may affect the future modern Sonic line. Would low sales impact the future of characters like Amy, who is currently in development? Yeah. For sure. They're all related. Sarah Arrington. Chocks.
I looked at the date on this one, not at work yet, so I can be more observant. Yeah, I get it. She ended up posting like the Q&A thread, which was like 2 weeks ago, like episode 60 something. And then once she started commenting, it was like 4 or 5 folks started asking questions in that in that old Q&A thread, and I was just like, guys, this is old, and I had to freeze it. It's like the first Q&A thread where I had to freeze it.
Okay, yeah, I see. Because it's answering to it's the wrong
one. Yeah. Don't worry, Sarah.
Oh, so I'm continuing, yeah.
Yes,
okay, so here's mine. Well, number 1, I'm supposed to remind Alex about plush so we can maybe start looking at white tiger cubs with red markings, maybe a zodiac symbol in the hindquarters. You know, I'm definitely considering that. I mean, I'm just definitely, you know, I need to come back and focus, but, you know, that's definitely on the to-do list. I need to get PVC under a belt. You know, PVC last year was 2. This year's going to be 5, 6, 7, whatever it's going to be. And next year we want it to be more. Once that's established and we have this sort of relentless PVC offering going out, then it's time to start focusing attention on plush.
Yeah, John was talking to me about this because...
Yeah, I know.
That.
I know. But if you don't tell, I won't tell.
Okay.
2, that thing you showed me, any speculation when it would go up for purchase? Yeah, I showed her something.
Oh, what?
I showed her something.
You did?
Yeah. Probably at the end of the year. 3, Darkstalkers likely for this year? Yeah, I think towards the end. How's Yoshi? Printing. 5, one more most important thing. Did Chocks get his...
Yeah, I did ask this guy.
The answer is...
I guess I gotta wait until next year.
No. I believe...
I want it hand delivered. Don't send that over.
No, I believe... Bang.
Don't tell me what it is. I don't want to know. I really... that is like the first... Like, someone's going to say, oh, what would you like Alex to bring you back from Vegas this year? And I have a reason. Like, you better make sure you bring back Sarah's... in 2019.
I will.
Yeah.
You know, I need to hit up Bang to see whether or not he found... Yeah, well... Indeed. I do apologise about that. Next, Adam El Gamal. Any news on Phoenix, and will a definitive edition be considered? The answer is, I saw it today. It looks really, really good. I've got to be honest.
What?
I haven't looked at it for such a long time. It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
And yes, there will be a definitive edition. Looks really, really good. 2. Any Yakuza updates? Is the definitive edition up for consideration at least? The answer is no updates, and the answer is it would be if we were to do it. 3. Are you satisfied with the Vegas trio, or was there anything that didn't fall through? That didn't fall through. Was there anything that didn't fall through? That did fall through? Did you mean?
That didn't fall through.
Yeah, I mean, if I was like, everything fell through.
Yeah.
The answer is, I was with a Vegas trip. The answer is yes, I was very satisfied with the Vegas trip, and I'm looking very forward to what's coming up. Number 4, this is very important. Do you gents think I'm funny? I think you're absolutely hilarious. I've seen...
He's on the stream, Adam.
Nice one, Adam. I also shout out to Adam because he was the one to suggest doing the golden mask. Bada bing,
Yeah?
bada boom.
Aye.
What's he doing here?
Back for supper or something. For those guys, I don't know. They probably want to take Chris home. Chris is scared to go home alone. Yeah. They're like, what are these?
He's watching you doing that. I'm like, my train of thought, just like that, gone. Forest Boy, only one. Alex, you asked about the feasibility of releasing 1/4 or 1/6 versions of the same statue, both resin. The other day, some time ago, however, you mentioned that they defaulted to 1/4 because the price difference between 1/4 and 1/6 was so minimal, that people would just consistently go for 1/4. So my question is, has something changed here? Is the pricing not further than apart than previous thought? The answer is no. It's not that I haven't actually researched that, to be honest with you, but my point is there are some other reasons behind this that I can't go into it right now, but also another factor is space. Now, is it significantly different? The answer is no, but what is a big enough difference? $10, $20, $50, $100, $150? What is that difference? Double? Half price? Never gonna happen. But
sorry, just want to jump in there. Hey, Stephen Lee, I know you've been keeping an eye on our Berserk. You want to come to our office to check out Berserk prototype. We don't have that in the office still. We're not sure when we can bring that back down to the office for you to come and visit and check it out. But currently, the edition size right now is at 619. So you still have plenty of time. You know, like I said, once we have the opportunity to bring that down, I'll let you know, and then you can come and check it out at the office. Because he wants to see it in person. That's how his pre-ordering style. He's a baller. But
cool.
That's his pre-ordering style. He likes to check the item out first.
Cool.
Yeah. So keep an eye out.
I mean, the
Stephen.
beauty of this is the fact that we're in Hong Kong, that you can do that. That's great.
Yeah. There was another guy that wanted to come and visit as well locally, but haven't heard back from him for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alessia Bucci, do you share factories with studios that make garage kits on licensed statues? So the answer to that is, I only go to the factories when they tell me to go to the factories to check the stuff, like I went today, etc., etc. The answer is I haven't really seen anything myself. So the answer is, if so, I haven't seen it. Do I know enough about the outside world in kit-wise to be 100% sure? I definitely see much more licensed stuff than I don't. So the answer is, do they? I think as a default, the answer is, if so, very, very rarely. Is all I would say about that.
Oh, no worries, Stephen. Oh yeah, you as well, Michael Lai. When you're coming back over to Hong Kong, if you come back over, you might be able to catch Mugen. You know, he's like, oh, I'm come over and help us out at the local show.
Oh yeah.
But he's off to Japan straight away once he gets back here first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. JDJ, how's it going? Very well, thank you, Alex. I know the overall feeling in the past about big anime such as One Piece, Naruto, is that there's plenty of makers of merch out there that you prefer to stay away from it. But one thing I feel F4F anime side could use is a big flagship license, very similar to how gaming has Dark Souls or Zelda. I feel that anime side could use a big hitter like that to attract more anime fans, etc., etc. The answer is, would you making official polls, etc.? The answer is, One
Piece, Naruto.
Not for now. Is the answer for that? I think the answer is not for now. Or if a Funday goes, it's not 100% no right now. It's not 100% no forever. It's 100. It's no for right now.
It's like that question earlier on. It's not a never.
Right.
Right.
It's just a not right now. Yeah, because that's a beast in itself that would need some finessing. So the answer is, it needs some TLC, needs some consideration. I need to really sort of think about all of that.
Definitely a lot of tough competition out there.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of it's not just licensed ones, it's also unlicensed ones as well.
Yeah, Johnny, man, I follow those two animes very closely, so yeah, I know my stuff. But there's definitely a lot of good stuff out there.
Joey Marino, can we get some progress pictures of Taki and Snake? It's been a while since we've seen anything shown for Taki. Well, the answer is, no, we saw it today, and I showed you photos of it yesterday. So the answer is yeah. Go on then.
Is it Julesy?
Yeah.
Julesy Hunter. We are gonna do the Slayer SD launch after this Q&A. So how long we got left? How many questions? I'll give or take about half an hour, okay?
No, less.
Less?
Yeah.
I don't know. Questions keep coming in.
No. It's very quick.
A friend is typing.
Yeah, it's gonna be quick. Don't worry.
All right, 15 minutes then.
Yeah.
Stick around.
We're going to go through it all. Mark Johnston. Hey, Alex Chocks. A few questions. With Midden now shown to the world, can we expect some sneaks of Shaker Slate? The answer is nope. Not until it's been approved. 2. Are we definitely not going to get a 50k reveal? And if not, what do you have in store for such a great milestone for the club? The answer is, I don't know.
Hey, Stephen Lee. Yeah, we're going to have a ACG in July.
That is a future Alex problem. 3. Were there any secret license or meetings in Vegas that will lead to any releases in the next year? Hashtag Persona 5. The answer is there were quite a lot of teehees. And what that turns into, well, we shall see. Billy Ogle, will we be able to find out what's next in the Metroid line before or after Meta Ridley goes up for PO? The answer is, I don't know when Meta Ridley goes up for PO. And then, I don't know is the answer. I need to see when that comes up at this stage. Ms. Rahi, any updates with the SIF replacements? It is currently underway now that Nier has over 1,000. Has the ball started rolling yet, or is it as far as trying to talk to the licensor? It is complicated. James Beddington, what is the status of Amaterasu LSP with the 25th anniversary wrapping up? It will be its turn to shine. Manny Gerards, why do you go to Nintendo at the expo for only half an hour if you already have a contract with them and can schedule a separate meeting for longer? You go to the expo to meet all licensors. It's a meeting with everyone. Do we not speak to them for the rest of the year? The answer is, of course we don't. But it was a good way to present them with all the different with a bunch of different members of the team. So the answer is, it is what it is in terms of that's just how things are, and that's why we have to follow up. We have to follow up, and we have to have another meeting after we've done the follow-ups. What we showed them was snapshot, and then we'll do the follow-up and go into the details, go into whether or not we can do it, etc., etc. Ronnie Gerards, will Shaker Slate be the first LOZ prop line where we can later expect Ocarina of Time or Wind Waker Baton? No. It's part of the Majora's Mask line. That's a prop line. So that's what will be part of that. Do you sometimes wonder how statues have very obvious defects which haven't been caught during a Q&A? For example, Majora's Mask didn't fit in the base. How could that slip through? The answer is, I believe that could be to do with environmental changes, perhaps. All of these things are fitted onto the base. And is it possible that it changed during the shipment and the temperature and warping it? The answer is absolutely. Kevin Phillips, because if it doesn't fit on the base, how can it be on the stand? It has to be on the stand before they disassemble it. So the answer is, they don't just simply put it into the base, into the box without assembling it first. It has to be assembled to be checked and then disassembled. So the answer is, a very, very obvious answer would be it warps during shipment, and it can happen. And that's all to do with the thickness of the walls when you do the the castings. Kevin Phillips, will there be Attack on Titan statues since the Funimation was a hit? The answer is RTF because I don't think it didn't do very well, did it?
Do you want one?
No, I'm alright, thanks.
Alright.
It didn't do very well, did it?
Nah, I didn't do it. TT, you mean?
Yeah.
The Attack on Titan TT?
Yeah.
Sorry, Kevin. Sorry, Kevin.
Brendan Russell, any updates on Ica? Nope. Best part of Vegas. Bang. And the meetings and all of it. It's great. I had a good time. 3. How was the Bangshan? It's got appropriate name. As grandiose as the rumors suggest, the answer is... I have a few videos. I'll ask Bang if I can post it to you guys. Not in the club. Adam Foley, welcome back, guys. Hope you had a safe flight. Alex, I did thank you so much. Just wondering if after the Vegas meetings there was any movement towards a potential Persona 5 license. There isn't. There was absolutely nothing to talk about. There was no meetings about that there. 2, how was the feedback for Sonic and Tails? The answer is we're making some tweaks. Do we figure out if it was?
No, I had to. He's been doing the other thing.
Yeah, I know, but do we figure out if it was?
Yes, it's different.
Oh, is it? But what about that stage? It's got to be related to that stage.
What I mean is like, the placements are different. Some of them like that, and some of them are like that, with the others like that. So it's not like it's not like in line.
Okay.
It's not like this keyboard here, like
Okay.
in line. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes it's like misaligned.
Yeah.
So we need to come up and do a bit more research on that.
Hold up. While I love to ask what you saw of the Sonic movie coming out, I don't think I'll be able to get much out of you, but there's been a lot of dreading of what kind of fun a product is going to look like because of the whole live-action CGI hybrid thing. So, are you able to maybe explain what the Big S himself looks like and how well he translates into a live-action environment? I think you prefaced that comment, that question really, really well, which is, I don't think you're going to get anything out of me. So the answer is, you literally went for the most important thing. And unfortunately, I am under the strictest of NDAs. I am not the same F4F that blew up the server of 100 smaller small sites when we did the Doom launch.
But there's a post going on the internet saying that they've already found the live actor for Sonic. Yeah.
You mean the character in it, and it's the guy from Westworld.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he did something that was something called Hop, which is something similar, which is like with a character in a CGI format.
Oh right. Okay.
But yeah, I've definitely seen, and I feel actually quite honoured to actually have seen it. I wasn't expecting to see it at the meeting, but that was amazing to get that honour for sure.
Nice one, Sega.
Thank you, Josh Thomas. This kind of piggies off Brendan's post above. So for Ica, I know we're supposed to be getting a less confusing poll, but since some of the concerns of the current ones are the lack of the votes in comparison to the grand total of the TT, some of our supporters want to try and crowdsource reaching out to the voters that voted yes on the TT to let them know about the updates, including the new poll once it drops. It's a pretty daunting task. We have to compile all the names and profiles by hand. So the question is there a way to get the TT poll voters' information in a quicker manner than compiling it by hand, i.e. through some kind of admin tool that's automated process? The answer was, I don't believe so. There is no way to do that. Especially, with all that privacy stuff when it comes... Where the hell did Chocks go? Especially with the privacy stuff with after Cambridge Analytica, Facebook became much stricter about that sort of stuff, I believe. Randy Russo, is FMA Alphonse or CB Spike coming first? I think Spike will be coming first. And what else can we do to increase the chances for a Fate Stay Night license? The answer is rally the fans on that Aniplex poll. Braden Cole, are we going to see a Berserk 1/6 scale Dios Berserk versus Zol, for example? And also, can we see some SD Berserk? And any way to get a Berserk poll? I'd love to see how Casca would do. The answer is there's no plans for a Dio at this moment. SD Berserk is definitely something that we've considered. I would love to explore that more. And in terms of a Berserk poll, let's start thinking about that when it comes to Skull Knight's launch.
Oh! Hey, Brian, you got a question for us in the stream? Yeah, I see some of the members saying that we answering the questions from a different post. But have you got your questions? Throw it out in the stream again.
You can keep an eye on that, Chocks.
Yeah.
Maxi Roche, just thought about one-to-one figures that wouldn't be too expensive. Hollow Knight figures, what about it? I don't know anything about it. I'd love to see what happens on a fun day. So go ahead and see what people think about that. Jeff Thomas, any updates on the size of Nito? Is he going to be reduced or size, or is he keeping his size announced? I think he was going to be at the same height as Ornstein off the top of my head. That's what he was going to be at, which was slightly reduced from what, I can't remember how it showed. So what's this again? A number 2 leak by Alex Naughty. I don't even remember how that happened. Deny all knowledge, says Denise.
Huh? Oh, that.
Yeah, that.
Hey Brian, what's your question, Brian?
Was there any questions?
No.
Nana say, how did the Pokemon Company respond to you this year? Is it surprisingly absent from your updates, unlike the denials of recent years? It's always denials. There's nothing to report. It's a non-reporter, so there's nothing to report on that. Did you get tempted to revisit WWE line after dropping by their booth in Vegas? I mean, their booth is... The answer is not about by dropping past their booth. It was actually getting to hold the belt. That Bang took some photos of that. That was cool. Can authenticated owners of the King of the Ring win a statue get their own little crown to put on it? The answer is no. That sounds... Of the winning statue get their own little crown to put on it? The answer is... Nope.
That's unfair. That's unfair to those guys that don't have a statue but still want to play.
Dallas Biederman, will you remake FDL, OOT Links, Skull Knight, Dark Link, and Shake 1/4 scale, please? The answer is no plans for that many, possibly FDL, only because the fans rallied for that. Lucinda Charles, hi guys, how is Dracula? We need to work on the head. Okay. Hey guys, a question that I heard from your earlier Q&A. I saw 1-to-1 min as an option in the last TP poll. Was she actually possible to make? I would totally jump on that. The answer to that, Braden, is I did an open poll. I didn't put those choices there. It's what people were rallying for. So clearly, I haven't had a chance to look at it recently. If Midna 1-to-1 was something that people wanted, you know, it would need to be significantly high. And just to be clear, we talk about, you know, 1,000 for this, 1,000 for that. The reality is, guys, Zelda pieces, they are far and few between, and they need to be super, you know, they need to be really sort of, you know, yeah, it needs to be, they need to be polling really ridiculously high, I would say, for that. Dallas Speederman, will Rider Link have any variants, Royal White, Steed, or nay? The answer is, we haven't finalized everything, but the answer is very likely. I will actually tell you that I had some, just to give you guys some heads up, we will not be including the Master Sword. We had a conversation with the Big N, and they felt like the Traveler Sword was the one that is more representative of Breath of the Wild. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. Adam Elgamal, yay, I think I'm hilarious. You guys think I'm hilarious. Bonus questions, how's Crash on his go-kart looking? Answer is not looking like that right now. How's Dead Space looking? Not looking right now. When is Grey Fox going to come out? The answer is after most likely Q1 next year. We've got to get through Psycho Mantis first. My Vegas question is a bit rushed when you asked. I meant to say, was there anything you were hoping to get approved for and rejected? Oh, for example, the Big N saying no to Luigi, Square Enix saying no to Nier, etc. The answer is... I mean, yeah, there were certainly product suggestions that were rejected. Quite a lot of them, actually. Oh, and if Phoenix sells well, will Edgeworth be considered next in the series? It makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. How's your hand doing? Pow! Sorry, doing well. Brennan Wynn, are you going to be updating everyone on Fighter? Is there a way to get a license F4F wedgie to save them from leaning? The answer is I need to get more of information that in terms of the way I'm seeing it is that those that have issues, regardless if it's a 30 days, will be looked after. We need to see what the entirety of that is. I still haven't had a chance to go through all of that. Brennan said a few more Vegas questions. What do you think of the Heart Attack Grill? I thought that it was... So what happens, Chocks? So there's a couple of things I saw at the Heart Attack Grill. The first one is, if you are 350 pounds, you eat for free. And there's a scale that you go up onto.
Oh, okay.
And there's a dude, he went up there and he was literally 349 pounds.
Really?
Yes. He went down, he came back up at 351. I don't know what he ate or whatever it was.
Some extra something.
I don't know what it was, but then so there's that. So if you're 350 pounds, you eat for free. The second thing is, if you don't finish your meal, so you wear this apron, right? If you don't finish your meal,
no matter what scale, no matter what weight you are.
Yeah, if you don't finish your meal, the nurses, they dress up as nurses, right?
Who's they?
The waitresses, they're all nurses, right? And they're wearing like a medical apron because it's had a heart attack, right?
Okay.
They literally spank you.
Yeah.
And I was like, right? No, it was a fucking whack.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, when I first heard it, I was like, that wasn't a little tap tap.
When you first
that
heard
was
it, like on somebody
yeah,
else.
because I know, I was sitting there eating my burger, right? And then I hear a fucking whack, and it's not a little patty cake, it's a fucking whack.
Walk across where?
The bum. They get a fucking paddle and they fucking whack it as hard as they can, and it sounds super loud. I don't know if it sounds worse than it is, but it was like, if you don't finish your meal.
Did you finish it?
How you fucking believe I did?
I just leave one lettuce on the. It might be just a soft sponge or something.
Did you hear about any buffets in Vegas? If so, which one and how were they? I did not. Maybe next year. Boom! Let's do it.
All right, done. See you guys next week. Right, let's get it. All right, come on, guys, share it out. Share it out to the Dark Souls fans out there. It's time for the.
Romy, they beat the crap out of you. I have the sign paddle for my waitress. There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
How many? What? They just whack you? Just whack you once?
No, I don't know. I think it's 3 times.
How many? Like
I'm
three
serious.
ladies,
like
3 girls dressed up, or like just whack, whack, whack.
No, it's one person
like
whacking it. It's your waitress.
Whack, whack.
No, it's
and
one.
Whack, whack.
No, it's like it's like she goes to the other side of the room. She comes running up. It's like loud. I'm not sure how painful it is.
What happens if like stuff happen? Like, what can you do? You don't like. Do you like before you go in there? You have to sign something.
Like waiver?
Yeah.
No,
like if she whacked me hard enough and I end up throwing it back out, or either this way or that way, what happens?
That's a super whack. We can whack the bum and it comes out the mouth. Which is quite interesting because you're right. It's a litigious country. The fact that I didn't have to sign any waiver.
I don't have a big bottom, and then they like whack me right on that. Right
on your coccyx.
On that bone. Yeah.
On your coccyx, yeah.
Yeah.
And you got a broken coccyx.
Yeah.
Serves you right, mate. You should have finished your food.
Are the big portions? Are like really big portions, or just like standard portions?
No, so you go for the single bypass.
Yeah.
Like bypass. So
it's
called the single bypass, the quadruple bypass, double bypass, triple bypass, quadruple bypass, quintuple bypass, burgers. The singular course. So yeah, no, for sure.
That would be quite entertaining.
Well, YouTube it afterwards. You'll hear it's like not insignificant, and the scenery is quite funny because it's like I don't know. It's like
some people might purposely don't want to finish it off, so they want to get dominated.
If you're in the if you're into S&M, you're into S&M. Let's do it, yeah. Recently, I feel like I've been getting into S&M, Chocks.
Why? I get it.
I will say involuntary S&M. Alrighty. Let's do it. Right? Done? Salah? Let's do it.
It's like old school, yo. Is it old school? Is this how we do it? Is this how we do it?
This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Alright, guys. Are you ready, guys? Screen cap. Make sure you, for those guys that can, because like honestly, guys, it's a low turnout this week. 113, alright? Please do screen grab these and share that out to the Dark Souls fans. Those guys that say, oh, I can't afford the resins. We got a little something for the guys that can afford this Dark Souls, that still want to be part of the Dark Souls range at F4F. Remember, guys, these are PVCs, but they're done with the skills that we've gathered for the resin. We've kind of translate that. Everything has been explained in detail in the documentary, which will be posted a little bit later on. But let's just show you what it is right now.
Praise the SD sun. There it is, guys. Check it out. Let's give that a bit of a turn.
Yo.
The details of a resin in a PVC. That is the point of these SDs. The details of a resin in a PVC. The things that we learn from the resin into a PVC. So let's bring this up closer. There you go. Look at the weathering on that, the rust effect on their head. Okay, you can see. And one of the things that we actually learned from the actual resin itself, of course, was the fact that we actually did the resin with six rivets, and we made sure that this PVC has the 5 ones. So we tweaked that to make sure. And you can really see the dirt effect on there, the rusted look, the metallic look. Look at the dimples in the dimples in the actual dimples in the actual you know, the helmet itself. So it's sort of like that effect going there. Of course, you have the silver going down the middle, and the black of the inside going around over there. There you go, guys. So that's the top. Of course, you have the actual feather itself. Got some coloring into it. It's not just a single red. It's got some sort of fading of the colors on the outside. That feather has seen some wear and tear. You can see that on the outer edges there. Of course, you have the stem going through there, and the furs going there, and you can actually see, of course, it has some gaps in there as well. And the beauty about PVC is that that's not going to break. Yeah, that's going to be fine like that. Now, of course, one of the differences with the PVC compared to the resin itself was the fact that we didn't actually use cloth, you know, fur textures, or not textures, faux fur for this section over here. So we sculpted that. That's slightly different compared to the other resin, you know, to the resin. Can we see that? Is that going to come in? There you go. You can sort of see that, and you can see, of course, the folding and the scarf, the textures over there. This is textures for days, guys. You want to make sure that, you know, a lot of the traditional kind of, and one of the things about these sort of chibi sort of style, the S sort of super deformed styles, a lot of the things is done is kind of looking like it's, how should I say it, kind of comical, like a cartoon style. And the cartoon style would really have a kind of simple shapes. We wouldn't really have the kind of details that you're seeing here. And of course, you can see it here. Really wanted to make sure that we had those details. And even if you go really close up to if you go up close up for, let's say, for example, the white, I don't know if this is going to pick it up. Can you see the textures on the skirt itself, on the white? Can you see that? It kind of, you can really sort of see it in the, you can really see it in the actual, I think the white kind of makes it hard to see, but you can definitely sort of see it in, you know, in the flesh. And you can see how that looks over there. Of course, you have all the details of the chainmail. Let's see how that chainmail comes across. Is that coming up? There you go, the chainmail of that, and of course with the bands going through there. And of course, if you look at the sculpting wise, it's like it's been squeezed at this point, and you have the thicknesses on either side, because it's like it's been, how should I say it? It's been squeezed. So you have bulging on either side of the, you know, of the chainmail. Now, if you go and look at the fingers themselves, they have some shading in the hand and some nail details. Even up to that, you can sort of see. Can you see that? I'm not sure if that, or maybe I'll show this one over here. There you go, you can see the fingernails there. And the sort of finger, the sort of back of the hand, it's got these kind of, the tendons, I would say, when you have that. And of course, if you look at the sort of details that we're talking about, the belt, all of these little diamond shapes going around, and the buckles, all the details that you could expect from a resin. We really wanted to make sure that we had that here. Now, one of the things that we did is to make sure that we keep this beautiful pose, which has a sort of back arching up on his feet, is actually to make sure that we wanted to make sure it didn't bend over time. So what we have here are 2 platforms here, but it's textured in a way that it matches the base. I'm not sure if this is coming up. There, you can see it there, right? It matches, it has this kind of rough texture to it that matches the base, and it makes sure it keeps the pose. because what we didn't want to have it is that to be leaning over time. So wanted to give that platform. This is similar to the way we did it with Artorias's left foot, back foot, one of those feet.
Yeah.
Just wanted to do that like that. So you can really get a better idea of how that is. Of course, if you have the actual, you can have a look more at the textures across the base. You know, we definitely wanted to add the textures on that, and there are little bits of subtle moss in there as well. It might be hard to see. Can we get some? Yeah, I mean it's sort of bits of subtle moss in there. So yeah, we go into a lot more detail in this. We have an hour or so documentary. Is that?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Give or take, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there will be a documentary go into more details on that, and you can get a better idea of some of the things and some of the design choices and some of the concepts that we have for that as well. Yeah. So yeah, this is basically the Solaire SD regular version. Of course, let's talk about this
Standard edition.
Standard edition.
Standard edition. It's called standard.
Is it? Okay. The standard edition, of course, and this is what a Chocks. You just want to go and get the box.
Yeah.
So you can see what it looks like, what it comes in. You're going to have to pop it open. It's going to have to be the other one. Yeah, the other one.
Oh.
Yeah. Careful with that. Yeah, careful of that. Yeah, careful of that. And then it's going to pass me over Artorias as well, just while we're there.
What other one? Oh, you mean the other one that has in Artorias?
Yeah, there's Artorias here. Now this is actually an old prototype of Artorias. It's actually got the wrong hair. This is one of the old prototypes of the hair. Just wanted to show you so you can sort of see how they stack up next to each other. So in terms of being part of a natural range, you can get a better idea. There you go, Artorias. Here is Solaire. They look great next to each other, guys. And the bases, the kind of, how should I say it? Wanted to make sure that they were similar. And so when you sort of see them together next to each other, you can definitely see that they're part of the same thing. As I said, this is an old Artorias. It's actually, as I said, it's the wrong hair. It's leaning back a bit, etc. It's just the wrong. It's just an old one. Just happened to have this one over here. Okay, so there you go, guys. That is what you would see of the standard. Of course, I was going to say the obviously the summoning. You have this kind of aurora. This is aura coming around to sort of highlight praising the sun, etc. There you sort of get that there. Now, if you were to have a look at this beautiful packaging. Now, of course, ignore the fact that we have a prototype in there, so it's the grey one, but have a look at this box itself. You know, Sandy did a fantastic job on this as well. If you know what the Artorias one looks like, it's very sort of similar sort of theme, where you have this beautiful open window box, and of course, the design on the top is, of course, as you can imagine, it is the helmet itself. Similar to how Artorias had it was sort of head armor there. Of course, on the side, you can sort of really get to see how that looks more like a helmet. The sort of slot that you see, because this is representing this area. Yeah, so you can see that. And
so what Alex is holding is
you got it.
Yeah, I'll hold this one. Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's gonna keep on the same theme style as Artorias SD. So right now you can see Artorias.
Come a bit closer.
Yeah,
yes,
is that fine?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so you can see Artorias' kind of the shape of the head on top, the patterns, the engravings.
Now, interestingly, this is actually taller slightly because he's praising slightly.
Well, first of all, Artorias is 8-inch PVC. Solaire is 9-inch PVC.
Right.
So the packaging is,
taking that into consideration.
What
about the depth?
I think Artorias is a little bit deeper.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because
he also got a sword as well at the back.
His sword and his stance. So yeah. Again.
How about wide?
I don't know. Are you touching your?
Yeah. So Artorias is actually wider, so it's taller, which makes sense.
Yeah.
You can see how that. But so you can see thematically it's similar. We have the helmets. I have the Solaire helmet here. Chocks has the Artorias one there. Of course, this is... Oh, is that an actual production piece?
Yeah. Production
Okay,
piece.
yeah, because it's got the logo on it. Cool.
Yeah,
That's a natural production piece there. Cool, guys. Of course, you have the avatar here. You have the avatar over there, and of course, similar in terms of the. You can definitely see that they're arranged.
Yeah.
You can definitely see that they're arranged.
We make sure that everything fits in exactly throughout the line, and obviously you can tell with the actual logo, which says F4F 001 for Artorias, and it says 01 DS, and for Solaire it says F4F SD 002 because it's the second figure in the entire SD line, and then it's 02 DS, which
Because
stands
the
for Dark
second,
Souls.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And on the back, of course, you can see it matches.
Yep, the profiles of the actual statue, and then the credits up below with the Bandai
Oh,
logo.
Chocks.
What?
That's me.
Yeah,
And that's you. Me, I can see you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then so like three-sided windows, so guys, you can keep them in the box or sealed. You can still see them at all different angles, and the light can go through from the top.
So we obviously have the Solaire logo there of the sun, and if you look at the back on the internal part, you can see the sunlight shield at the back. You can see that there, and that's going to be something that you can cut out and use that as a sort of backdrop in order to put that on there.
That's right.
Cool. So hopefully you guys can now sort of see how it's arranged. They look great together. Of course, Lego lines on the bottom.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy how Sandy designed this.
Yeah.
She's done a fantastic job of keeping it consistent, having that kind of feeling throughout it all. So she did a fantastic job on that. Okay.
Yeah. So guys, this is the standard edition where you have the Solaire SD in the packaging. This is what you will see at your local retailer. So make sure you check out. Make sure there's a holographic sticker on this corner here where I'm pointing out, so you know you're picking up a legit one. And don't forget, inside there will be a leaflet containing 500 reward points as usual, just like Artorias SD. So same thing, second in the line, and hopefully we can get the third one out. I don't know, hopefully this year, early next year.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Chocks.
All right.
Now, of course, no prizes for guessing. There, of course, is an exclusive version, Chocks.
Yes, exclusive version. Exclusive version.
Now, this is a bit of a prototype, guys. There will be some slight changes, and I'll be showing you that very, very soon. Yeah, thank you. Find it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, there you go, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Don't twist it.
Too much.
Yeah.
Okay. So here is this was of course just to be clear, this is the standard edition. Is that what we're calling it?
Standard edition.
Okay. Now the regular one, sorry, the exclusive one will actually have a thicker base. It'll actually be double the thickness. So right now you see that this one is 1 tile thick. The other one will be 2 tiles thick, and it will be offset, so it's not like one long brick. It will be like, like how wheel bricks are, offset of each other. So that we are working on that, and we will come back to you with that. So you will be seeing that. So
it has to be thicker because it needs to store in the battery.
Hello, spoiler alert. But,
Sorry.
It's very obvious.
What else could it be storing in? Sorry, my bad, but
yeah, so the base will be bigger, MJP. It will be bigger, and of course, we will have, with the exclusives, it will of course also have a number on it, Chocks.
Numbered base.
Numbered base.
Exactly like Artorias SD.
Exactly.
Extra sticky pads, a numbered base.
So it's quite a bit taller than the, a good couple of centimeters or something, or whatever it is.
Whatever. An extra brick tile.
Right. Now, of course, this will come, not just that, of course, but if I can get this to work.
Comes with like I said, the extra thick base because of the battery.
Boom.
And what does batteries do? Well, I didn't give it away because the battery could do lots of things.
Let there be light. Can we give? I kind of give it.
Praise the sun.
Praise the sun, guys. Check it out. He doesn't get a sword. He doesn't get a sword because he doesn't actually have it when he praises, does he?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm going to check that out. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And then you can really sort of see how that gives it. And of course, we're in a really bright room here.
Yeah, we're in
really
a
bright room. And of course, we have a mode, of course, where this whole thing lights up.
Right now, everything is lit up 360 degrees. All right, so you know. But if you guys actually checked out all the Artorias SD documentaries and videos, what happens with Artorias?
Well, he has a on mode, very similar to like we're doing there.
Always on mode.
And another
until
one.
you run out of batteries.
Yep.
And he has the animated mode.
There you go, guys. Oops, it's gone out of focus.
Animated mode, guys.
So what we're just having it is sort of just pulsing down, and it's kind of like what's the word? It's sort of coming on, and just a little bit of pulsing sort of going on. Yeah.
At different different.
Yeah.
Spots.
Different spots have different intensities at different times, meaning that it kind of has a little bit of a sort of movement effect like that. And of course, it just repeats on that. It keeps going through all of that. So yeah, you can sort of see how.
So you can imagine that with the Artorias, with the flames and the wind, because it's flames and wind. The way we sculpted the thing that goes around the Artorias. So it's kind of like that. Imagine that moving with the Artorias.
Yeah.
And that is, comes in nice.
Yeah.
So imagine imagine the third piece down the line. You can imagine what's going to happen with that.
Yes. No price for guessing. So again, this is the always on mode. This is the off mode. We'll put it back on to fully on. And then we have the
come on, guys,
animated version.
Picture it, you're summoning, Solaire.
Now, just to be clear, I'm just turning it on via this base box thing. It's not going to be like that.
It's by magic.
It will be done on the underneath of the base itself.
Yes.
Okay.
So it doesn't come with this black box.
Yeah, it doesn't come with
this black box.
But it does come with another box, Chocks. Let's do it.
Yes. It comes in that box.
You're right. The exclusive version will indeed come with this. It will
what
come
we call a collector's box.
Collector's box, right?
Yes.
The collector's box, and then also come in with.
Like I said, if you checked out our Artorias SD, it comes with.
And also because last week I actually showed you guys what the final one looks like, so we'll do this in this in parts. So
spoilers,
Right, so of course, if you saw the way that we did for the, let me just move this.
Yeah.
This way.
All right.
Okay. Chocks, do you want to hold that? Okay.
All right.
So as we said with the, let's just So all of this will be blue foil. When you look at the Artorias one, you will all notice that this had a blue foil. This is just a mock-up, guys. So it will be consistent. All Dark Souls ranges will have the exact same blue. Now, of course, this says SD002, as we said for this one. Now,
this goes all the way around.
All the way around. All the way around. So, yeah. Then this one, which would obviously be housing your exclusive... We'll just go in like that.
Solaire.
Yep.
Like so.
Absolutely.
Yes, obviously, you're not going to get this grey prototype.
Yeah.
And I think we kind of put that. Want to take that out again?
I did the wrong way around.
Yeah.
So are you turning? Yeah, you're turning. Oh, that's that.
Automatic. Right, so there you go.
So, Chocks.
Yeah.
What are you gonna get,
guys?
It's gonna be all consistent, the same as Artorias.
As you know, today's reservation period starts Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, up until 10 p.m. Tuesday. This whole time is reservation, so take the time, enjoy the documentary, the videos, the pictures on the website, which will go live after the stream. There you can check out all the information, come back on Tuesday, validate, and if you validate on Tuesday, which is day one, you will get this card that goes on the top.
MJP, absolutely you can register your PVCs. Your exclusives, I should say. Okay.
All right. So again, if you come back on Tuesday and validate what we call day one edition, you will get this card that goes on top of the packaging, and right underneath there's a little ribbon which allows you easy access to your statue. And because I've said here, you get this card, you get your standard authentication card at the top, if it's been put in correctly, and at the bottom you will have your day one edition card. And day one edition, we will normally have a poll on Tuesday where you guys can vote what kind of design you want for the day one card.
That was before Sandy left. I'm sure we had no choices now.
She's actually done it. She's going to give it to me on Monday as well.
She's such a star.
Good credits, yes.
She's such a star.
And then this bit here will be
silver foil.
Silver
Those
foil.
that know it, yeah, this is a mock-up now, but it will be really premium when it's done.
all right. So if you guys make sure you come back on day one to get that extra card, extra reward points, and extra holographic sticker. Just throw that away. And if you guys missed out on your day one edition, the pre-orders are going to go up for an entire month until July the 3rd. Everyone else gets this. A standard, the same card, the same good quality, silver foil again,
Yep.
nice little black ribbon, easy access, but you will only get the authentication card in the middle.
Not the day one bonus.
Not the day one. No points for you.
Right, okay, I'll hold on to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
You know, you give me the cover.
Yeah. Will you hold?
No, I was just going to just change it over here.
All right.
There you go.
And then last but not least, actually there's more to come actually, not just last. This is the cover for the box.
So again, this is going to be in a, if you look at the Artorias one, it's all silver. This is going to be in a sort of coffee color, sort of foil. It's going to be, sort of nice and shiny and reflective.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see that, of course, it says Solera Vestora, ST, etc., etc.
Exclusive edition logo, and then this is kind of the same color scheme that Solaire wears for his tunic.
Yep.
And then again, you get the Dark Souls logo.
Now on the top
At the
part,
top.
on the bottom part, this is going to be in foil. Again, it's going to be reflective, and there's going to be a matte UV finish, meaning that it sort of really it stands out.
Mm-hmm. And then on this side,
this will be just purely matte reflectiveness. It won't be actually a print. So you can see it in certain angles. Those that have seen the Artorias one will have a better idea of what that would look like.
Yeah. So it's kind of the very similar kind of a etching image of their representative.
Yeah.
And then again, that's it. This
Other
goes on
sides,
the top.
yeah. Now, of course, you have the ability, if you wanted to,
If you want to display it,
you could take this off, or we could put that on the inside.
actually, you can put this on the inside.
Yeah, you can do that on the inside.
Like so.
Yeah, and then of course you could then
Put that,
put that in.
And then display that in.
Put that, put that in like that accordingly, right?
Yeah.
But of course, if you just wanted, the way it will come to you, of course, well, this would be on the top, and then that will be
On the top.
on the top.
And again, guys, the top upper cover does not go all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, it sort of stops about here. This is just a.
This is just a prototype, and we.
Stuff that in there. Yeah, this is a prototype, and if you see, I'm fully confident with the when it's actually finished.
Yeah. It's gonna make it easy to pull out.
Yeah, in terms of the actual, because this is just like handmade, that it will be, this is relatively close, but it will be a little bit lower. So it's the size of from here to here matches the way this one comes to over here.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I've seen the Artorias one, and I know that's what it will be like for
It's
this
expensive.
one.
That's expensive stuff.
Yes, okay.
I know, I'm just saying it's
not
expensive
relevant, but yes.
That's why I call it premium.
It's premium, right? So, of course, if you know what the Artorias one looks like, and again, these boxes all will be consistent. The Dark Souls range will be consistent. It will have that blue line, the blue foil going around there. It will have the same sort of style on the top, etc. They will look like great together.
And then the bottom.
I think we talked about that, didn't we?
I don't think we have yet. Because of the bottom of the base, we're telling the guys that
Right.
it comes with a limited, it comes with a numbered base.
Yeah.
All right. So again, just like, for example, the Crash Bandicoot that's out in the market, if you bought the exclusive version, it came with a numbered base, and on that packaging, it came with the numbered as well.
Right.
So it's the same principle here. We've got the number on the back, and again, exclusive edition, and this actual image will be at the bottom of the actual statue base as well.
Dallas, the answer is no. Breath of the Wild did not come with one because we never did an exclusive version.
So there.
When will the pre-order go live on the website and show up in the next to the Artorias figure? The answer is don't worry. You will see it all over the website sort of 15 to 20 minutes after we finish the stream. So in probably in about half an hour or so.
Yeah, solid box. Again, for those guys that are really worried about damaging the boxes, we will make sure this goes into a custom designed brown box. It will have Dark Souls and images on that brown box, and then it will have sponge protectors on the corner, and then it'll go into the actual shipper box.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's exactly like Crash PVC. I don't think we have really had any people.
The double boxing helps.
Yeah, the double boxing definitely helps with the Crash PVC, and that did very, very well. Obviously, with the Crash PVC, this coloured box was actually placed in a plastic bag before going into the brown custom box.
Is that you, Jeff, writing It's a Beauty?
Yeah.
Much appreciated, mate.
So there you go, guys. So make sure that, get the exclusive edition.
If you should want to.
Yes, definitely go for it.
Absolutely. Cool. So, do we need to talk about pricing?
Pricing. Yeah?
Yep.
All right, guys. As always with PVCs, it's going to be a 20% NRD. Usually with our resins, it's a 10% NRD of the SRP. For PVCs, it's going to be 20% NRD. Slight change with this one. We are going to offer up to 9 months flexi payment plan.
And the reason why that the Artorias one had 12 months, and that was a big mistake by us, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because Artorias SD is almost finished. And all of a sudden, what are we going to do with those pieces of something like 8 months? Let's say it's 4 months ago we did Artorias SD, right?
Right.
Something like that, right? And it's going to be ready, let's say, in another month. That means those that is ready after 5 months, those that are on the remaining 7 months on a 12-month plan, we got to store that. That was a mistake by us. So we're reducing it down to 9. I think a lot of people just chose it just for the sake of it, I think.
Yeah.
So we're reducing it to 9 months.
It's still relatively cheap per
Sure.
month, yeah.
So did we say what the SRP is?
How many cups of coffee was it?
Oh, I don't know about that. So in terms of...
Guys, so the standard version, that will be out at your local retailer. We will follow up with regards to where you can place your pre-order or where can you buy it. So once we have more information, we will post that in the club, and maybe post that on the website as well, so those guys that are interested in the standard edition.
Yeah, for sure. Right. So in terms of the price, it's going to be $99.99, and there's a 20% deposit, so it's $20 today. Yep. Or whenever you put down your deposit,
right?
Of which there is the non-refundable deposit. There is a grace period of 2 weeks that you can cancel at any time and get your entire money back. But after 2 weeks, it's a non-refundable deposit. And then if you go for the 9-month plan, it's sub $10. It's $8.70. So it didn't really make sense to go for a 12-month plan because surely, right?
surely.
Yeah.
So guys, there you go. It's the same pricing as the Artorias SD. Okay, $99.99 for the exclusive version.
Pretty straightforward, and I think that's something that you guys can sort of relatively expect for the,
And hopefully, I mean, like the game was released last Friday.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys picked it up, brought back some memories for the old gamers. In Soler in the remastered form. And for those new players that's just starting to pick up Dark Souls, and hopefully you guys will say, I feel like picking up a Dark Souls figure, and hopefully this is one of the options. And again, if you want to start the line from the beginning, no problem. Just jump on the waitlist for Artorias SD. That is still available on our website. Because I can understand a lot of people say when they picked up, when they started knowing about us for the resins, they say, oh yeah, I want Sif, I want Soler, I want On Steam, but I couldn't get Artorias. For the PVC ones, I think we're pretty much confident that if you wanted to start after seeing Soler, after knowing what's coming up after Soler, you can see the line is going to start going deeper and deeper. So if you haven't, if you're still on the fence and haven't picked up Artorias SD, this is a good chance to pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, jump on that wait list.
Absolutely. So the ETA on this, we want to get this done within 4 to 5 months at the max. Probably even earlier.
Currently, the website will say Q3 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, so touch wood. Hopefully things go smoothly. We could get it out by the end of Q3.
Right.
Maybe touch wood early Q4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically where we're at for that. Yeah. Hey, Chocks.
Yo.
We're going to be giving away this
exclusive
version.
Yeah.
It's going to be a poll. It's going to be a post on the website.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
Yeah. As always, after the stream, we will make a post.
How many are we giving away?
As always, with PVCs, we give away 3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Not
yeah.
1, but
3.
3.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Exclusive PVCs.
Triple the chance.
Yeah.
Triple the chance.
As always, just jump on that blog, fill in the form, email address, done.
Hey, Chocks.
And wait for those announcements when I get around to it.
Hey, Chocks, can you get me a pizza, please?
It's cold.
Let's get me a pizza, please.
You want a pizza, yo?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes,
I'll give
please.
you a pizza, yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like pineapples on your pizza?
I like, yeah. So
Yeah?
I like it pineapple on the pizza if it makes it orangey yellow.
Yeah?
Yep.
Alright, pizza coming.
Why are you giving me my pizza on the floor? Oh yeah.
That's so lame.
That is the pizza.
we haven't done one of these in a long time.
It's been give us a bit of a bit of slack, guys. Boom. Praise the Sun edition of Solaire. Check it out, guys. Here he is, of course, matches up with the resin. I've got to say that they look great with the resins themselves. Bada bing, bada boom. You can check that out, how that looks. So, what do I need to?
No, just saying, guys, make a choice.
This one or that one?
Yeah.
Hey, what about that little girl in the GIF?
Why not both?
There you go. So, there he is. Looks really great with the resins. Of course, if you wanted to have this version where he's summoning, he's the Phantom, he's summoned, this is what... And of course, the same things are going to be the same. This is still the prototype. There are some tweaks to make. It will be thicker on the base, exactly the same as the exclusive version will be the same. It will be all that sort of good stuff.
All the good stuff as the exclusive version. It will come with a numbered base, the sticky pads, same thickness, but done very subtly, nicely. Not just not just print it like ×2. We'll make sure that it looks like 2 towers of bricks intersecting with each other.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Now, there are some slight tweaks that we need to be making, but of course, as you guys can imagine, praising the sun.
What does he do? Careful with this.
Look at the way that looks crazy on the. It's pretty crazy on the stream, doesn't it?
Yes. Hey guys, I mean this is just a 720p HD cam, so details are not going to show up really well. So do check out the documentary where we have much better shots, close-up shots of this.
Now, I don't want to be any misrepresentation on the stream. It definitely looks as quite glowy, but in real life, you can definitely see. Of course, as you can imagine, it's LEDs that are individual, and you can sort of see the dots within that. I want to be very clear on the representation. It looks very uniformly glowing on the video.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear that there is some spotting that you can expect from the LEDs. Wanted to be clear about that. No, because I don't want any misrepresentation, but you can get an idea of it definitely looks really bright and glowy on the stream.
Yeah, we need to do some slight tweaks.
Yeah, there are some slight tweaks that need to be done, and one of them will come with regards to the actual the animations, which we'll go through in a minute. But of course, this is the always on version. There was the always on version.
Always on.
Always on version. Of course, we will go
until the battery runs out.
And then there you go, guys. Now, there's some tweaks that we need to do with this one. What should be is...
Let's watch it first.
Oh.
Let's let them watch it first. Here we go, guys.
It's kind of cool on the camera. So, but there are some tweaks that we're going to do right now. When it goes off, we're going to tell you what happens. Okay. The ring starts, and immediately this starts doing the animation, right? Ring starts and immediately does the animation. There will be some slight tweaks with this. The first one will be the ring must start first, and it will probably be about 4 or 5 seconds of the ring only. Then the coming up animation, I'll probably make it very, very slightly slower. Very, very slightly slower. But then it sort of comes up, and then
The ring.
the ring disappears first. Well, as the ring is there, it's still moving, right? It does that similar thing, yeah. It's still doing that,
yeah.
But the way this turns off is kind of instant.
It's instant, which is no good.
It's no good. It needs to make it sort of fade out a bit more. Fade out a bit more. So, you know, that's definitely things that we will be tweaking, and we will come back to you with some changes on that. So, apologize, we can get that ready for this launch, but we will be making the. I think it would have been done if it wasn't in Vegas. Just how it is. But yeah, so this is the Praise the Sun edition. Again, 2 modes, always on, and the other one is the animated mode.
I mean, Jacqueline's saying that 4 to 5 seconds is too long, maybe 2 to 3 seconds, which, you know, we need to look back on the resin version as well. So again, thanks for that, Jacqueline. You know, we'll look into that, follow that suggestion that you have, and make sure that it seems it flows in just like how the game works. Because we definitely learned a lot from the resin version, the Praise the Sun from the resin version. So we're trying to replicate that for this SD line as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this way.
That way.
Yeah. Watch him over. Break. Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. So yeah, you know, you guys, you can have a better idea of what what it looks like. Imagine these are different characters. All of a sudden, you can kind of see how this is possible to start having a range of these things. If I move this way, yeah. So having a range of these things. We want to go deep with this SD line. We think it's quite uniquely us, and we'd appreciate, you know, your support on that. And we look forward to seeing what we can do with that accordingly. Now, Chocks, let's talk a little bit again about the Praise the Sun, the pricing on that, the how many months plan. Oh, packaging.
Yes, packaging. All right, hold that. Just in case.
Yeah.
Packaging.
Need some help? Okay, so again, this is just a mock-up of this is a handmade mock-up being made. This is, of course, what it looks like. Again, we have the. This is a mock-up. It will have that will be glossy. The difference, of course, everything is now in orange, as you can imagine.
Yeah, even the shield inside. Now you get a better view of the diorama piece inside. So that is orange as well because of the Praising the Sun. Edition that's written on the front as well, Praising the Sun.
And of course, the difference, of course, is the fact that this is now saying DS003. This is the third in the SD003. This is the third in the SD line from us, and of course, it says 03DS, meaning it is, of course, the third in the DS line, which is, of course, the Dark Souls line. So that's what the numbers say on that. So you can imagine that he would be inside, you know, accordingly. So you know,
obviously in there with his clamshell, and then the clamshell will go inside the packaging.
And actually hiding in there is actually the leaflet in there.
Yeah, and guys,
of course, and obviously we
for the completists, make sure you pick up both versions because the leaflet is in different color.
yeah, the leaflet is a different color indeed, and it also has bonus points.
Yes, and also 500 reward points inside.
That's right. Okay, yeah. And then, of course, that fits into the same old goodness.
This is a different
one. They've mocked it up. Poor guys had to mock it up by hand. Yes. Just for the simple thing of saying 003. As we just said, SD003, 03DS. It says that across the range. Of course, all the way across. The bottom itself, the same. Of course, this is on all of them it says it's the Praise the Sun edition. It says here, Praise the Sun edition as opposed to exclusive edition. Product number, this is going to be in silver foil, etc., etc. Logos, legal lines, etc., etc.
And again, guys,
so let me just slot that in. Actually, in. Sorry,
it's all right. That the right way in? Yep.
Yeah. So that's slotted in. Yep. So you can imagine that in there.
And then if you come back on the next Tuesday, the 5th of June, to validate your day one edition, or if you pre-order on Tuesday, 11 p.m. onwards for the next 24 hours, that is also considered a day one edition. And here you will get this as a front cover, very thick card that goes on front of the packaging, again with a black ribbon for easy access. Yeah. 2 slots, 1 for authentication card, and this day one card will be very different as well. This will be tailored just for the Praise the Sun edition, obviously, so it does look very different to the exclusive edition. So imagine that both versions you will get on day one. That'll be 4 cards in total. And so that's what it would look like, and of course there's a cover on that. Yep. And for those guys that can't make it for day one but still want to pre-order within the whole month up until 3rd of July, you will get this card instead. Yep. Or if you want to complete this, you would get 1 on day 1. No, you would have to get 3 or 4 on day 1, and then another 3 or 4 on day 2. Absolutely. So it's a total of 8. Yep. Yes. Okay. And then? And then, ooh, last but not least, ooh, upside down. There you go. Nice orangey, brown, golden color, with the same printed materials, the effects that goes around the front, the bottom, the sides, and it fits exactly just like the exclusive edition, like a glove. A very tight one for now. Again, guys, this is just a prototype. We'll make sure that this is tested really well and it gets past our QC specialist right here. Right, so you hold that, Chocks. All right. That can go down a little bit lower, and then you want to hold yours. Yeah. Oh, it's quite heavy, isn't it, Chocks? Yes. There you go, guys. You can now see the color difference. Let's go bring it down, Chocks. Again, guys, the Praise the Sun edition will be double boxed in its own custom-made brown box with spongy corner protectors, and then it'll go into the shipper box. That's right. Cool. That's where we're at. So, for this one, do we say the pricing on that or not? Not yet. We'll just go for it now. Okay. For the Praise the Sun edition, again, it's going to be a 20% NRD. Slow that down a little bit. Again, it will also have a 2-week. The first 2 weeks. Okay, the first 2 weeks of the pre-order is going to be a grace period. So just in case you guys made an accidental purchase or something like that. Again, it's going to offer another, the same offer, 9 months flexi payment plans. Yeah. And the price for the Praise the Sun edition is the same price, $99.99. $99.99. So exactly the same price as the exclusive edition. Yeah. Oh, congratulations, MJP. Very nice. 9 years. Nice. He's going on holiday again. Is he? Yeah, to Turkey again. Oh. Yeah. Twice in 1 year, I think it is. So there you go. Standard edition can be purchased locally at your local retailer. Isn't that right, Jeff? Yep. Jeff says, yeah. He handles the wholesale here. Once we have more information of where, how, when, etc., we will let you guys know. Yep. On our website, we're going to have the exclusive edition, $99.99. And we're also going to have on our website, again, the Praise the Sun edition, $99.99. And the estimated shipping, estimated release date, estimated release date is Q3 2018. That's running out of battery. It needs to be charged. It needs to be charged, yeah. So there you go, guys. Again, the Praise the Sun edition will have a numbered base, exactly like the exclusive edition. Yeah. All the same stuff, animation. Well, this animation is different because it actually lights up the entire body. So this one's a little bit more trickier than the exclusive edition. So, but this is looking very nice. You gotta have Soler. in this
Yeah.
color. We should make a red one, a yellow one, a purple one. You know, are you an invader? Are you a let us know in the comments, guys, if you want all different colors.
Do you get a Praise the Sun version of him?
I don't have praise for them.
Wait,
No.
you can
No.
you can invade with
Yeah,
in red?
if your custom outfit is like Artorias, you
invade
can
red.
Yeah, you can invade red, white, purple.
All of a sudden, the line just got very, very much bigger.
Yes, for those completists.
Chocks.
Right, is that it?
No.
No. Guys, we've been hearing you guys from day one that you guys want this and that and that and that. I want to buy them both together. Can we get some special discounts? Well, yes, because we are going to offer the exclusive edition and the Praise the Sun edition together. And what is it called? It's called a combo pack. Very simple. None of this jolly cooperation, super special duper pack. So nice and simple combo pack. All right, guys. Again, that's going to be 20% NRD, the same as before. 9-month flexi payment plan for the price of $184.99. $184.99. So you guys work out the math.
To be clear, they're separate boxes.
Separate boxes, so you're going to have 2 separate boxes. Again, both of them double packed, shipped out to you, and yeah. So
And this is going to be kind of confusing for new guys. It will be old news to guys who do know it. But let's just quickly talk about what happens if you had, in terms of your numbering. Let's say Chockles bought got number 3 of Artorias SD, okay, and I got number 4, and Jeff over there got number 5. Well, if we go through that scenario, as Chockles has the number 3 of Artorias, he has the right to choose either Praise the Sun or exclusive or combo. Now, Chocks, which one are you going for?
I'm going to go for the combo.
Okay,
because I want both.
He wants both. He gets to get the combo, and the combo is going to be number 3 of the Praise the Sun and number 3 of the exclusive. They will be double the same. Now, I am wanting to go for Praise the Sun, so because I have the rights to number 4 of any of the Solaires, because I had number 4 of Artorias, there will be number 4 Praise the Sun of Solaire in the marketplace. There will not be a number 4 of the exclusive because I did not opt for the exclusive. I opted for the Praise the Sun version. Now Jeff,
And you didn't opt for the combo pack.
I didn't opt for the combo pack. Now Jeff decides to go for the exclusive version, so then and not the combo and not the Praise the Sun. Therefore, because he has number 5 of Artorias, you have number 5 of the exclusive Solaire. So if we go through the numbers, number 3 will be 2 3s will be in existence because Chocks bought the combo pack, 3 of Solaire Praise the Sun and 3 of exclusive. Okay, that's there. And then the 4th, there will be only 1. That's number 4, and that will be Praise the Sun because I chose that. And Jeff chose number 5, so there will be a number 5. There will not be a number 5 of the Praise the Sun. So number 5 of the exclusive, I should say. The reason why we've done that, because the next in the line is going to be Ornstein.
Ornstein.
That's been sneaked, that's been confirmed. Now, that means that when, making the assumption there's only one version of Ornstein, Chockles has the right to that number 3 of Ornstein.
Combo.
I have the rights to number 4 of Ornstein, and Jeff has the rights to number 5 of Ornstein. The reason why, because I only chose number 4 of Praise the Sun, that there isn't a number 4 of the exclusive, is because if you have a number 4 of the exclusive, then all of a sudden when you go into Ornstein's time, when I want to get Ornstein, I thought I have the rights to number 4, but because somebody else has, because we did 2 versions, that means there's 2 different people have the rights to number 4. We wanted to avoid that scenario, so this is the reason why we've done it like this.
So the easiest way is just to get the combo pack. Yeah, that's the best way.
Yeah, so at Michael line, we're going to keep it 003 because it is a different SKU, and that's the way we're doing it for those lines. Anything to add, Chocks?
Right, so today's reservation day, June the 5th, is day 1, validation day. We will update the main page, we'll update the blog, we'll update the club, and we'll send out newsletters with a timer, the countdown timer to day 1, validation day. So make sure you check out those documents to know when to come back, because we normally come back on a Tuesday at 10 p.m. Hong Kong time to go through the stream, to go through all the stuff again for 1 hour, and then do the countdown with you for the validation at 11 p.m. Hong Kong time. So make sure you be there or be square.
Mitchell Jenkins, if you have a day 1 Artorias and you get these and validate, which number does it default to? The Artorias number or the better number if you validate it quickly? The answer is it would default to your Artorias one if you validate it. If you've authenticated, I should say. And then, yeah, the next question is from Nana Say, will the Praise the Sun version be available at retail? The answer is nope, only available on firstfigures.com.
Website. First Figures website.
That's correct, Tristan. That's correct. He says, there was no combo for RT, so my number should carry forward to both Praise the Sun and X, and if there's no combo for Ornstein, you have your number locked down. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Pure and simple.
So we're going to be...
What are we going to do, Darren? Tonight we're going to flip the switch, so the website will be live. There will be exclusive Praise the Sun and combo on the website. All right? We're going to publish the making of documentary, tonight as well. Yeah. And then we're gonna make a post on the Facebook main page. Free exclusive PVCs up for giveaway. Make sure you check that out. All right.
Yep.
In for a chance. Might as well, right? If you bought one and won the other 3, you've already got your 4 items.
You mean you can win 3?
Wow.
It's not one person wins 3. It's...
I know. There's 3 different winners.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sure you guys got like a friend, a sister, or something like that, right? Yeah, 3 separate accounts. And anything else?
Yep. There will be a 4-minute feeding frenzy of 200 reward points right after the stream, in the 15 minutes after the stream. And Chocks, you want to do your...
some shout outs as well, yes. Yeah. One thing I forgot, because I did promise you guys there will be something DS related at the end of the stream. But before that, I will just give a shout out to Anime Gami, UK retailer, I believe. Yeah. Yes, they were present at the MCM Comic Con last weekend
in London.
And they showed our regular guts at their booth.
Yeah, chance to win it.
Chance to win it as well. And apparently one of the winners is actually a member from our group.
Oh, already chosen, yeah?
Yeah, already chosen.
Oh, nice, great.
Yeah,
great.
That's not fixed. We've got nothing to do with that giveaway. So it's all down on Anime Game, right? So
I think you had to be a member of the part of the entry, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, congrats. Yeah. So
who's the winner?
You should know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you would know immediately once you've seen that name. Yeah.
Cool.
He's been in the club for a while.
Sweet.
Yeah. Right. So that's done. Last but not least, earlier in the stream, I was saying I was talking to a licensor. And that was basically Bandai Namco, and they've generously offered you guys, all right, Dark Souls fans, a chance to win the Dark Souls remastered game. All right, there's going to be 10 copies available to win. All right, I'm not going to keep that. Alex is not going to keep that. There's going to be 10 copies available for you guys.
And it's not for Dark Souls fans. It's for all fans.
Anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, all fans. It's not just for Dark Souls fans. It's all the fans in the club. All right.
Correct.
We haven't worked out the details of how to give that away, but I'm going to work that out sometime over the weekend. Hopefully, we can start that giveaway. Because it's going to be like a 2-week run of hype. Maybe I could do a giveaway 1 per day or something like that. Yeah,
you'd run out before the 2 weeks.
Yeah, but no, you know what I mean. Maybe, or one during the working day or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out, all right? But during this Dark Souls hype period, all right, and there will be 5 copies. Well, the 10 copies is split between the PS4 version and the Xbox One version. So I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we will give out those 10 copies
some way,
somehow. Right? If you guys want that signed by Alex, then let us know. or if you want it keep kept in pristine condition, let us know as well. So
will you get the Switch copies? I think Chocos will find out later on.
No. Or later on? I can ask.
Copies,
I can ask because obviously, guys, that's.
Well, let's see how these go down.
Yeah, let's
first.
see how these go. I need to be really nice to the licensor.
We're like, oh, here's a message from Chocos. Oh, here we go.
Here you go.
I know what he's gonna want.
Yeah. I'm not that type of guy. I don't ask for freebies.
You do for the club, though.
I do for you guys.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
So that was said, oh, it's Chocos again.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, yeah. So we'll figure something out, and hopefully we can announce something on that Tuesday, day one live stream of how to win your copy. Whether you're a DS fan or not a DS fan, so
Exactly.
hopefully you convert.
Someone who
hopefully 10 will convert
to become DS fans.
Yeah,
As long as they get good.
get good, get good. Yeah. So there you go, guys. So hopefully that's something you guys will like.
Excellent. All right.
Excellent.
That's it then, Chocks.
That's it.
Any questions before we go, guys?
Any questions? Oh, let's go through a bit. Should we talk about the shipping?
Oh, we didn't. Yeah,
You guys want to know a bit about the shipping?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys. So the shipping price for Zone 1, which is United States, this is for either the exclusive or the Praise the Sun edition. So it's for one item, okay? One boxed item. For United States, that's $18. Okay? $18. For Zone 2, which is EU, that's $26.
Sorry, Alex, no who dat. Sorry, we said this earlier in the stream that there was going to be no who dat for it.
EU is $26 US. Okay? For Canada, that's also $26. Alright? For Australia, that's $35. Same goes with Asia, such as Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore. That's $35. For the other countries, like Bahamas, Costa Rica, Ecuador, and Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, that's $65 US. Okay? And if you were to buy the combo pack, because that's two separate items, all you have to do is just multiply that by 2. So for United States, that's 18 plus 18, which is 36, and so on.
Quick maths.
Quick maths. Get good. Again, guys, all this information will be posted on the blog. How to pre-order, how to validate. Guys, read the blog. All that information is in there. It's like big, massive, bold words, underlined. Click on that hyperlink. It will take you to say how to pre-order, how to validate. And guys, I know you guys are very, very helpful this week.
It comes in 2 combo. It comes in 2 packs. That's correct.
Yeah, I've been a little bit inactive in the club this week, on and off, but you guys have been very helpful to the new members.
Yeah, appreciate that.
It's like every time I see a new question, it's like 5 or 6 people answering that.
Yeah.
So if you could do the same for the Solaire SD, that would be very much appreciated.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Right. Any questions, guys? Any questions?
Why not ship the combo pack in one brown shipper? Well, they won't be packed in one box, in the sense that it won't be packed in... They won't be packed in...
What?
They won't be packed in the same packaging. But whether or not we can get 2 single box, you know, because you've got the internal box and then the double box, yeah. Can 2 of those fit in one? I don't know. I mean, it's
That'd be crazy, man. It's like double boxing in another box.
Yeah, I mean, you can physically see the size of it here. Is it possible? Probably. I don't know. I actually think it'd probably be more expensive because it's volumetric weight. I'm not sure. Well, we could look into it.
double boxing in another box.
No.
You meant the color box and the color box in a brown box.
Well, I was just gonna say brown box, shipper box.
No, because the premium box needs to be in its own brown box.
Yeah, forget about the back. I'm just saying brown box, internal brown box, shipper box. Yeah, not double box. That's fucking. That's like 3 boxes.
Triple boxes, yeah. I know, guys, you want that for nothing, right? For cheap. I'll throw in another 1,000 reward points in there as well, just to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, all leaflets to go around.
All leaflets around the gaps, just to cushion those brown boxes.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. All right. Cool. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Of course, Friday Q&A with Chocks A, number 70.
Two.
It is the 1st of June 2018. Thank you so much for joining us. Good. Have a great day, America. Have a great evening, Europe. Have a very good evening to Asia, and you should be sleeping, Australia. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will be back at it again this Tuesday. For validation. So thanks so much for the support. Thank you for spreading out the news, and we will see you soon. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chuckles.
F4F is love.
F4F is life.
And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Laters.